You're the only person I know that's looked at the job of pot washer and gone, how the hell do people do?
It's a very
Jenga.
low-skill job, to be honest with you. Literally anyone can do it.
It's
You just
not,
wash
it's not,
stuff.
because you got to stack things, isn't it? You got to use your head in this game.
My Tour Allegations is on sale now. I'm going all over the country. You can see the dates below me now if you're watching. And if you're an audio listener, you're going to have to Google it. I'm coming everywhere. It's going to be dead fun. It's the best show I've ever done by a mile. It's going to be a right laugh. So get your tickets now at robcomedy.com.
Warning. The following podcast contains extreme language and themes and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello, welcome to Stem Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland, him, Gay Okocha. We've got in the corner, little not gay Tom's back. We've prized his big fat missus off him and he's back. He's managed to escape. We've got his manager, Madison, on the ones and twos. We've got a very special guest today. He is from the Problematic Pub podcast. It's Sandro Ford.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Do I do a Queen's Wave or?
Yeah, why not? You do look very regal.
I know, I've travelled up from Wales today. It was hard work, but I had a bit of a fucking nightmare, really. I was meant to do hot water yesterday.
Yeah.
But then I ended up buying 100 fucking chairs I had to sort out, so...
Why did you buy 100 chairs?
Well, I wanted 7 chairs.
Right.
And then the people heard I wanted chairs,
Yeah.
and then they got about. So then a workman's club closed down, offered me to buy 7 chairs, and I kept on bidding more and more, and I bought 100 fucking chairs.
Right.
Sandro,
Yeah.
I don't know what you are saying.
Why? How many chairs did you want?
No idea. I heard it was about chairs.
Yeah.
That's all I...
How many
I know.
chairs did you want initially?
About 4.
Right, about 4.
Right, yeah.
So you've overshot it quite a bit.
What's happening?
He's bought 100 chairs.
Why have you bought 100 chairs? Well, wait. Why have you brought 100 chairs? And then you tell me.
I don't know. So
Why
am
have
I
you
now
bought-
translating?
He's translating the Welsh accent for him.
Yeah.
But I bought 100 chairs. I wanted 7 chairs, 4 chairs for the podcast studio.
Uh-huh.
And he got 25 times too many.
Yeah, and, is that I'm not good at maths, but maybe that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's maths.
But the word,
Not good at maths. That looks like 4. all of these.
Can I have approximately 4?
well, not just that happened. I didn't just buy 4, I bought 100, but then I went to pick them up, and they said, "Oh, you owe me more money," because I bought the clock, I bought the price board, and a whiteboard, a dartboard, and a phone.
Why don't you just buy the club?
Well, that's the option. But then I thought, I've got the chairs now, but then... so I got on the chair I haven't got a space for, but then I needed to transport them, so now I bought the van as well now.
This is like the old woman who swallowed the fly.
Yeah. So my mate, I said, I got transport, but these chairs, the price I paid, if I rented a van to move them, that doesn't become cheap anymore. But if I can buy the right van and then get my money back on the van, they haven't cost
It's like a
me
Top Gear challenge.
Yeah, basically. So my mate was selling a van, he's a plumbing firm, so I bought a van off him. So I got these chairs, but then, so now I'm in the middle of renting a garage out now. So now...
What are you... What?
I know, but I've thought about it, and I'm going to start renting chairs now.
Right. You're in the chair business.
Because, as you know, in comedy, you can't just do
Would
one-
anyone like 96 chairs? Because
I'm using 4.
You need 4 of them.
4 of them are busy. I'm having dinner.
Yeah.
96 chairs. Would anyone like specifically 96 chairs?
Excuse me, can I rent 97 chairs, please?
But you think it's quite an alpha move, right? Because I looked up, there's not many people who've got 100 chairs.
Yeah.
The Sultan of Brunei is there. You get 100 chairs.
Right.
You have to have a big house to have 100 chairs.
Yeah.
So now I got
So you're
100
big dogging people with your chair collection.
Yeah. So basically, if someone's doing a comedy show or they're having a wedding, I can supply the chairs.
Yeah. If you need chairs, 96 to be specific, Sandro's your man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking £4 a day chair rental
£4 per chair.
per day.
You can get them just as a thing. £1.50 is usually the...
Yeah. We've hired loads for our
we've hired-
festival.
We've hired 1,000 at a
We've hired
time.
1,000 of them
We
for
cut
quid a chair.
about £1 a chair. So we paid about £1,000 for like.
Don't listen to him, it's full of shit. But Wales, you forget in Wales, there's not many chairs.
Oh, there's a Welsh searcher.
Yeah.
That is the famous thing about Wales, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, up here,
Everyone lies on the
up here,
ground.
you can get chairs, but in Wales, you try getting a fucking chair. That's why when I
It's because
said,
you've got them all.
when I said,
Can't get chairs down on mine.
Well, the thing is, you can't even. I was looking for chairs on like Facebook Marketplace place in Wales. There's no chairs for sale. So that's why
There is now.
But in Wales, you do things different. That's why I put the word out in the pub. Sandro's looking for chairs.
Right.
And then that's what happened. And then obviously when I saw
Chinese whispers, they didn't know how many chairs.
yeah, and then when you get the opportunity to buy 100 chairs, like have you ever been offered 100 chairs?
I don't think I have, but I have the option to buy 100 chairs every day of my life. Like, literally right now I could buy 100
No,
chairs.
they're not price I bought them.
Real bargain, was it?
Can you quickly Google chair rental Wales, please?
Yeah.
And just let's quickly see what the competition's got.
I didn't think this was how we were going to start.
This will be a Google whack. It's just going to be a picture of Sandro.
You can't get them. There's none in Wales.
Yeah.
See? Got
There you go, yeah.
Chair hire Wales. Do you know what? Get the number up. I'll give them a quick call.
We'll just go to the website.
Look, I can guarantee they're not cheap. They're like £6 a day.
You can't be charging £6
They
a
are.
chair.
There's no way they're
No,
charging
these
£6 a
are
day.
not the chairs you're thinking of. These are padded chairs.
Oh, these are lazy boys, are they? Yeah.
No, they proper padded chairs. Look,
Yeah.
good. Look, that chair in the middle, but there.
£4 a chair? That is fucking...
That is a lot.
Oh,
that
it's
is-
a padded, yeah.
They're padded chairs.
That is...
That's a 3-day hire, though.
Yeah.
That's a 3-day
Oh, that's
hire.
$3.95. Yeah, but you can only... That's your minimum.
Yes,
That's your minimum. Yeah.
I can have 1 day or 4 days.
Yeah.
But my ones are better than they're red.
Right. Yeah, that is better, yeah.
So
Red is better.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
much did you pay for your 100 chairs?
I can't say.
Do you know what?
That's business
I-
It was
secrets.
about 4?
No, I paid. Alright, I think it's people don't watch it. I stole some of the shares. What happened? I paid for 80 at 100. I was loading the van. I didn't tell them so I paid £4 a chair. They agreed to, but then when you take the 80 in consideration, what's 80 take away 20?
60?
No, not 80. Under take away 20.
Is 80, yeah.
No, but it was 400. But then no, about £3.50 a chair.
Right, and you want that back in a day?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. It's the van, and obviously, I bought the garage I'm looking at now because
Yeah.
my mate wants to rent some shelves. So I'm gonna rent half the garage to him. So the garage with the chairs in is for free.
Do you know what, Sandro? I've heard enough. I'm going to make you an offer.
Business.
I'll take 100 grand for 20% of your business.
It's true.
Do you have a name for the business?
Sandro's chairs.
It's good. It works.
There's
it
no
works.
point. But in com, you know, people say like you got to do like multiple things, like podcasts.
Sure, you got to diversify.
But I looked. I'm self-employed. I
Yeah.
can do anything I want to do.
Are you,
Yeah,
is
within
that where
reason.
You're from Conway? Did you say?
Self-employed.
Oh, I thought you said Conway.
Where's fucking Conway?
That's like North Wales.
Oh, I don't bother with them up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to need your help for a lot of this.
I don't think it's that hard. Just tune in. Just imagine
Whereabouts-
you're watching Fireman Sam
Whereabouts are you from?
Port Talbot,
Port Talbot. Where's that?
in Wales.
Whereabouts in Wales?
by Swansea.
Oh, right, okay.
It's the same place that Anthony Hopkins lives.
So I don't reckon you live in the same house, though.
Yeah, it's probably a different bit of town.
No, he lives by me.
Does he?
He did when he was born.
Anthony Hopkins is not on your fucking
I
street.
know,
He's not in a
I'll
terrace, is
tell
he?
you what, I bet he needs chairs.
Yeah.
I bet Hopkins needs chairs.
Yeah,
you
he's
are
got
out
money to
there.
spend as well.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
I've
like Anthony.
been Cardiff. I've been Newport.
Oh shit.
I've been Newport is shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been to Anglesey?
I've been.
Yeah.
I
Of
never
Anglesey.
been Anglesey. You know?
Big fan of Anglesey.
I'm a big fan of Anglesey.
Okay. Island.
Loves the soup.
I've been Swansea and I've been. What's the fucking place right on the?
It's like a
Tenby.
tiny temper song.
Tenby.
Pembrokeshire.
Yeah.
Because I thought Pembrokeshire was going to be the most Welsh.
No, it's
place.
English as fuck.
It's English as fuck. It's middle class
It's
English.
right country
pricks.
place, that.
It's fucking. It's
Sounds lovely.
full of dickheads. It's not honestly. It's full of dickheads.
It is full of dickheads. It's
Yeah.
full of wealthy English people.
Right,
But they
yeah.
we had a group. It was called the Free Wales Army. Have you heard about this?
No.
Is this like the Welsh IRA?
No, we had a terrorist organisation.
Right.
But all they done, they burnt down one house.
Yeah. And had a
Um,
lovely sing-song.
And then an English guy opened a chip shop, and they didn't. They like done some with the potatoes. They took them all or something.
It took some potato.
Let that be a lesson
That's
to
a
you.
pro-
Those
Don't fuck with
incredibly cheap potatoes that I imagine you have a regular supplier for.
Quick, take his chairs.
But that's
Rent them back at £3.50 a day.
Yeah, it's not exactly Hezbollah, is it? You know.
No, but Talbot's good. It's in between. It's in between Swansea and Cardiff. So it's in the middle. It's on the M4. The M4 goes through it.
Oh, right, okay.
like through the houses, basically.
I think Wales, low-key, is a lovely, lovely, lovely place.
All right, you suck up.
No,
Yeah, it is a nice place.
I genuinely do. I think it's got some
Yeah, it's
really
got some
nice
beautiful
bits.
bits. Yeah. It's a fucking pain in the ass to drive
it
through.
is.
Oh,
It
You've
my
got no
God.
fucking motorways.
I'd rather kill a child every time I drove through
Yeah.
Wales than do it at 20.
Yeah,
that-
like,
that's even
go
more-
fuck yourself. I'm only going to run over a Welsh kid. What the fuck do I care?
No, but that's the reason it's 20 because the guy who was the prime, what's it called, the Welsh guy, not prime minister, the first minister of Wales,
Right.
his son was a paedophile.
Right.
So he made it.
So he likes going slowly past schools.
He made it 20 mile hours so he can catch kids easier.
It's easier to get him in the net, innit, at 20.
It also makes
30, you're always missing him.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, God, slow down.
There's no
way.
kid who can run faster than 20 mile an hour.
No, that's
There's
true.
no way they're
You're
using-
slowing down to their level, innit?
There's no way they're using net at 20 like it's catch the pigeon. There's no...
That dick is dastardly.
it also makes it easier to catch the paedophiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
There's not much police in Wales, though. They're quite chilled. Like
Yeah, there's not much going on, is there?
there's stuff going on down there.
Yeah.
Tom Jones is back now. he's back,
Yeah.
and Anthony Hopkins is back. Michael Sheen's back.
Do you think there's cultural differences between Wales and like England?
Yeah.
Like what?
Welsh cakes.
Welsh cakes.
Our cakes don't rise.
Do you know what?
haven't discovered yeast yet.
No, have you had a Welsh cake before?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I
no.
can't say I
But now you've
specifically
mentioned
remember.
it, I don't know how these two cultures are going to integrate.
I know it's difficult, isn't it? But
It's like Israel Palestine, isn't it? Our cakes are bubbly, yours are flat.
Welsh people,
To war.
you don't travel well. See, that's a problem. Welsh people, like when we go move abroad, we just forget about Wales people too, and it's bad, you know. Because like you think if you have you go to America, you have American, Irish, Italian Americans, whatever.
Yeah.
But
There isn't
it-
a big Welsh community.
No, anywhere in the world really. There's
Yeah.
little pockets.
Yeah, but you don't really leave. Like, Welsh people just love Wales and just stay there, innit? Yeah.
Well, it blew my mind. There's a Welsh bar in Turkey.
What?
But the guy who owns it's not Welsh.
Really?
Yeah.
What? He's culturally appropriating Welshness.
Cheeky fucker. Yeah.
That
yeah.
is cheeky.
Yeah,
Is he a Turkish bloke?
I didn't talk to him because I wouldn't go in there.
Right, yeah.
So
He's
you don't-
mocking your culture.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Welsh bar when I'm out to Wales. I mean,
Yeah, that is fair.
because
Like,
normally a Welsh bar they're not normally in Wales. You know?
that's a difference between the English and the Welsh. English people love being in an English bar, but that's abroad. Like, we just want to be in England, but hot.
Do you reckon Welsh people can how Scousers can look and just see another Scouser?
Yeah, because you can see everyone around them annoyed.
Yeah. That guy's stealing a purse. He must be.
Yeah. Everyone talking to that man looks bored.
But Welsh people, when we're all together, we're hard to understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you go mega Welsh.
Yeah, and people think we're Bulgarian and shit. So.
Yeah.
But can you?
But you like doing that to English people, though. You enjoy that, I think. There's a sport to it, in it, for you.
Yeah,
we
there's-
really tried to beat it out of them.
Yeah, we did
we
our
did,
best.
we did.
Yeah.
But that's most of Welsh people live down South Wales, see,
Yeah.
and like 80%, and the rest are up North Wales. But North Wales, the Scousers are more North Walians than the South Walians.
Yeah. It is rougher, North Wales.
No, but what I mean is, like, if you listen to the Scouse accent,
Yeah.
the Scousers come from Wales.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you listen to it, it's in between Irish and a North Wales accent.
This is fascinating.
Stuff you
We've
learn.
learned about
the
chairs.
stuff.
We've
The
learned
stuff
about
you
accents.
learn is. But I think Welsh are bigger drinkers than the English as well.
You reckon?
Oof, I think that's controversial.
That's bigger drinkers.
You do look like you enjoy a pint.
I do.
Yeah.
15.
I think there's more of that sort of drinking in Wales, but in terms of the really disgracing yourself, there's a lot of that in England. You know, really
You don't
just.
drink anymore, so you do.
No, I don't. No, I had to retire.
How long did you finish?
About 7 years.
Really?
I was on about a bottle of whiskey a day by the end, so
That's
had to
heavy.
wind it in.
That's
yeah.
it. I don't drink. That's the thing. If you drink spirits, you're finished, right? But if you drink pints, you can live a lot.
Yeah, my mates who just would drink pints all night were in a lot better shape than me because I got about 4 pints in and I get gassy. So I'm like, right, onto whiskey
Yeah.
and like Jaeger. And that's when it gets west. And I wanted it to go west because it was fun.
Yeah, and the thing is when narcotics come out as well, then it's just.
Yeah, and I'd get
drink.
bored. That was my thing. I'd get bored on nights out and I'd be like, let's make some stuff happen. Let's drink myself fun. So I'd like sneak extra shots in myself and then I'd be like, ah.
The thing
Yeah.
is when you stop drinking, though, you can no longer experience joy. And
I
this
still
is-
take ease. They're well better.
People say that it goes very fucking boring, doesn't it?
Yeah. You wake up every day and want to kill yourself.
Yeah, that's if
Every-
you're essentially a miserable,
single
boring
day.
cunt. My life's like loads better. I'm still fun.
You drink then, no?
No, I've quit for 2 years. And I have to wake up half an hour early every day. look at myself in the mirror and go, try not to kill yourself.
Do you get up earlier though?
Yeah, because I have to do all that. That's the.
Oh, right.
That's
the
your
ritual.
affirmations in the morning. Not
You
today.
get more things done, though, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I get a lot more done. And also, like, I was just kind of a nightmare on nights out eventually. I'd just get hammered and be everyone's problem. Whereas now I can just, like, go out and be fun. It sounds-
Sometimes I just drive to B&Q and just stare at rope.
Just walk.
I just fantasize.
Making a garden
I just
fence.
sit there and stare and go, that'd feel great around my
It's
neck.
about £2 a metre. Treat yourself. It's very cheap material.
Sandro's selling it for $3.50.
Yeah.
Pay for the business if you want.
A lot of my mates now stop
Sandro's
drinking.
rope.
A lot of my mates stopped drinking now because do you remember like that the ket phase back in the day?
Yeah. Like,
they should spike people down Wales. That was the going thing.
surprise cat is heavy.
It's bad. They done me like, and fucking, I was fucked up. Like, I couldn't walk. Like, I had to crawl on the floor, and out of nowhere, this Scottish guy went like that. The caterpillar.
That's very
the
funny.
worst one, worst one, because when we used to go out years ago, if you didn't have money to go out, the rule was you come to the pub and you do top shelf pint of whatever's there, right? So you'd have like a shot of each pint. If you're down there and you survive, you stay out and we buy you drinks, yeah? So, or you can have a pint of aftershock, right?
Fucking hell.
So that's the rule. So my mate had a pint of aftershock, red aftershock, but someone like was out of order, I don't agree with it, put ket in his fucking drink, yeah?
How much are we talking?
I don't know. But
Enough.
Yeah. So basically, he was fucked up. So he went home, and all of a sudden, the end of the road, there's like a big bush and like a bankment, and an ambulance pulled up. We seen him like getting put into the back of an ambulance. Like, so then we got a taxi. What happened? This is what happened. It was fucked up because he fell over. And he was spewing aftershock that's red. They thought he was spewing blood.
Oh, shit.
And so then they fucking put him in the ambulance and took him over to the... So then we turned up in taxis then. We shouldn't have gone over, about 15 of us. And we thought he was dead, like. But he went in there then. And they took all his clothes off him because he's pissed himself and everything. And all he had is his socks on. I don't know that. He had his socks on. So basically...
That's an insane look, just socks.
Yeah.
That's worse than just completely naked.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I'd much rather have nothing on than just my socks.
Yeah, and he had they got the gowns, like, you know. So then one of the guys phoned his mother, who was young then, to come over and bring him clothes, like, you know. So left clothes in. They said, like, he could die, but it is what it is. And so we went back out. But then what happened? He come because he's on. Everyone forgets he was on ket. I mean, we didn't know he was on ket.
Yeah, sure.
We just thought he's just gonna die, whatever. So basically, he come around like the fucking Undertaker, got up. We knew what he was. He walked in through A&E into the main fucking reception with a gown on with his ass hanging out, right? And my mate stayed over there, like he stayed waiting for him in the reception area. And he's like, just fucking, and he goes in his fucking pocket now, in his socks, pulls out a bag of coke and starts oofing coke now in the reception area.
That is the way to fix a KO.
Exactly.
Like, that man knows what he's doing.
But what happened? They called the police, like, for some reason. And what do you expect in A&E on a fucking Saturday?
Party poopers. That guy's having a good time. Chill out.
And
He's helping the NHS. He's solving the problem himself.
Everyone else in the 80s just stood up watching him because there's no chairs in Wales.
He's like, what was I meant to do? I couldn't sit down.
And they come and arrested him then, basically. And they said, if we haven't got anything you shouldn't have. And he said, and they took his drugs off him, obviously. And he said, no, you got it. Get a beat glove. And no one saw him for 2 days. Yeah, and he got arrested then. But that's what happens in Wales. Like, you do catch, you get arrested. Like,
Yeah, that happens most places if they catch you.
Yeah, it's really illegal.
It is illegal. It's an illegal drug.
but a lot of people are getting all their bladders fucked up from it now, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a lot. Mephedrone did that as well. Did you have a mephedrone phase in Wales? Did that happen there?
Meow.
Yeah. When it was like legal, you could get it for like £9 from the corner
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
And like everyone's fucking
Like
got
cat's
bladder.
piss.
I remember that.
Everyone's bladder got fucked up off that as
MCAT.
well. Yeah.
Everybody lost a lot of weight though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Everyone was looking fucking fit.
Yeah, you could lose, like, people used to lose, like,
Yeah, forget his MP. Get on the fucking mephedrone.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it
It was fucking rough, that stuff. Because
Yeah.
at first you're like, this is drugs, but it's from the corner shop. Brilliant.
Do you know-
After a while, you're like, yeah,
Do you know,
I'll never do
apparently-
that shit again.
Apparently with Ozempic now, apparently they're finding out that it's got lots of side effects. And it's
Yeah,
not
no
good for you.
shit. Like, there's no such thing as like a miracle drug, is it? But like, it's probably,
Everyone's getting colon cancer and shit.
Yeah.
But what's mad is that fat people are still like, Yeah, I'll take my chances.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I mean?
better than, they reckon it's better than being fat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, because being fat causes cancer and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
It's also
I
having
wouldn't
loads-
know.
Yeah. I think they're also saying though it's like helping with dementia as well. They're finding it's helping with loads of other stuff as well.
What? Ozempic's helping with dementia?
Yeah. They
It's a
reckon,
miracle drug.
they
You
reckon
don't
they're
really
gonna
get fat old people anyway.
but they're
Why
gonna
are old people taking Ozempic? They're all thin.
Manjaro's the other name. It sounds like a tobacco from Turkey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Your nan brings back with it.
Sounds
yeah.
like you climb it on a gap year.
Yeah, they reckon it's fucking sorting every out though. But apparently it wastes your muscle away, doesn't it? So
Right.
all your fucking.
I don't think there's any shame in it though. I think there's like a weird thing where people are like pretending they're not on it or whatever. Just fucking take it. It's like, there's
Yeah.
a thing that can help you. Who gives a shit? I don't care.
I might start doing
I
that.
don't know. Just stop being fat. It's gross.
It's not. You can't. It is when you get older. It's hard work being fat, like.
Well, this is it. It's like when you got like old bones and you got to lug around fucking half a ton. It's tough.
That's the thing. I quit smoking as well. See, so I put
Good on you. It's hard though, isn't it?
I smoke like 60 a day. Like it's a fucking nightmare. And the cheap
Are you
cigarettes.
vaping?
No, I went cold turkey.
You in cold turkey? Because
Yeah.
I reckon vapes are fucking worse, mate.
They're not worse.
The people who smoke them are the worst.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god! Yeah.
Disposable vapes have just been banned, which is like good because it is mental that we're just chucking all that lithium away.
Yeah.
Innit?
It's not the matter. The people I don't. The people who never smoke and they vape, they're just fucking
Yeah, yeah.
idiots, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a craze now, isn't
It's
it? Like,
mental. It's absolutely
Yeah,
mental.
getting done by vaping, it's like, you done cunt. Like, fags made you look cool when you were a teenager. It's obvious why you smoked them.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to be a badass when you were 15.
When I was when I quit smoking, I tried vaping and I just couldn't get into it because I need the smoke wasn't heavy enough.
You
it
need to
felt like the sort
I
of
got
smoke-
on the
yes,
intense
yes.
vapes.
It felt like
Yeah.
the sort of smoke that you get at a school disco. That sort of light
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of smoke. I like heavy. I like knowing that it's giving me cancer. Do you
well,
know
like,
what I
like
mean?
cigar smoke is the killer smoke, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like the light.
I used vapes to stop. I like worked down the strength gradually until it was on nothing.
What's that with vapes? What happens then if you leave something burns out and that's fucking nasty?
Oh, at the end, when it runs out of liquid, it just
Yeah,
burns the
yeah.
rope or
They
whatever.
went through stages. First of all, it was them big fucking battery powered things, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then there was
And they
like the
went
ones that looked like a cigarette with a little light on the end.
Yeah, and then
I
it
nearly
went-
I nearly ran a business selling those, like weirdly. I nearly like bought a franchise of it for like a few £100. So I was like, I think this is the future. I was sort of right.
I remember how vapes were done, them Lost Mary ones, when Philip Schofield was smoking one. I thought,
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
gonna fucking smoke them now.
Yeah.
Surely that is really, really bad
It's
for your
not good
brand.
advertising.
If you're the PR guy for Lost Mary, like fucking hell, the nonce has got one.
Yeah, you could literally
Please tell me Hugh Edwards hasn't got a vape.
you could tank companies, couldn't you? Just
Yeah.
get paedophiles to do things with them.
Like
Like, let's see
reverse
what-
influencing.
Like say,
Like-
you had broth. Like say you done a broth sauce or
Yeah, yeah.
something. You had like
Lovely soup.
Hugh Edwards come. Oh, I'm making broth on his Instagram. It's fucking done.
It's over.
Do you know
Broth's
what?
done.
Do you know what? Funnily enough, that will probably be more effective than actual influencers.
Yeah, it's pretty
reverse
good.
influencers.
Yeah.
So paying like a well-known paedophile to be like,
Air
"Oh,
Up is brought to you by Tom Binns.
I slip an air up capsule over the dicks of children,
And then it
makes them-
smells nice.
this child's cum tastes of watermelon.
But not really, because it doesn't work.
Gary Glitter is the face of Pringles now. In prison, this turns into a flashlight. But that's the thing, though.
I think a Pringles tube would be too
Too
big,
wide.
too
Yeah, yeah.
wide. for
Probably
a
a more
flash-
Smarties guy.
No, you fill it. You fill,
Smarties. Also, flashlights for children.
it's got there ready. Fucking brilliant. No,
But here's a question: are child flashlights illegal?
I would hope so. But there's no
Because-
one stopping you from
because why-
shrinking an
Come on.
adult one.
Because why? I mean, I know why would they be, but why also would they be? Because it's just a small flashlight.
Uh-huh. You're arguing pretty passionately for this.
You
Why can't I have a child bum?
you package it as a micro penis flashlight for legal reasons?
Yeah, you could do. Who are you going to mould it off? That's the problem. Like, it's getting the mould is the issue.
Midget.
I think they've got
midget.
like normal sized genitals. I
No,
think it's like
just-
the heads and the knobs are the same.
Google,
Just
do
make a
midgets
small
have
one.
baggy pussies? Do
Do midgets have baggy
midgets have
pussies? We
baggy
do want to know.
pussies?
I think they've got like I don't think they've got baggy ones. I think they've got like normal sized
wide
badges.
pussies?
I think they've
Why
got
would they have
normal size.
wide?
Put
So they're-
normal
they're the
size.
smaller
Put
ones.
normal
they've got
size.
they've got wide
Normal
heads.
size pussies.
They've got wide heads, haven't they? So
Yeah. Normal vaginas.
You don't
right.
see many like.
okay. So this is on Reddit. So we
Because
know this.
people shag them.
I know this is a weird question, but it's something I've always wondered about.
Yeah.
It's not my intention to offend anyone, Do dwarf men and female have normal-sized genitals?
Right, let's scroll down, see some answers.
Let's have a look. Simplest answer, dwarfism is something that affects the skeleton. Our genitals are not part of the skeletal system.
There you go. Exactly. I was right. They've got normal knobs and fannies.
I'm 4'7", and girls are always taken aback by my size.
Holy shit, that guy's 4'7".
Like, that's the opposite of me. You know, his perspective works really well for him because he's a little guy with a normal knob, whereas I'm a massive guy with a normal knob. Like, I met a dwarf the other day, actually. I met a dwarf the other day at one of my shows. He was another comic. I did a dead good bit, right? I did a dead good bit. I was proud of this. At one point, he mentioned that he was in a panto, and I went, oh, yeah, which one? And he told me. And I was like, I know which one you're in. It was the one with the dwarves.
There's that bro, though. They lost a lot of work, didn't they? Because Disney went quite like woke, and now they said we're not going to employ dwarves.
Peter Dinklage said that they shouldn't do it in like pantos and that, and all the other dwarf actors were like, "What the fuck? Like that's our job."
That's your fucking bread and butter. Like.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage is apparently a bit of a cunt. I think that's really funny.
In the new Snow White, there's no dwarves in it. They're all CGI dwarves, aren't they?
That's mental. They just
money.
exist. Like, just fucking use them.
Also, it's a live-action remake, and they use CGI dwarves.
That's
dwarves
mental.
exist.
I kind of feel like as well.
Pop an hat on them.
Yeah.
I feel like as well, like if you're a dwarf, I reckon your diary's empty.
Yeah,
Like
that's your main. That's your bread. That's your
As long
work.
as you're not trying to fill it at Christmas,
Yeah.
like because it's panto season.
Ben and Dom.
I reckon. I reckon January to July.
Yeah, it's not much
Dwarves
happening.
aren't doing anything.
Well, this is it. You need the fucking work, innit? It's like, you know, it's not
Actually,
like
do you even see? No, that's stupid.
what. Do you think dwarves hibernate? Is this what you're saying?
They sleep on shelves in the storeroom somewhere.
They took themselves in a little drawer,
There's not
put
many
themselves away
dwarf
till
com-
next year.
There's not many dwarf comics, really, is there?
There's a few actually. I know about 3.
Is there really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few of them about. Yeah.
Ben and Dom, there's a lot of work from out there. See, I've met a few out there.
Right. Are they the ones that get handcuffed to stag doos and that?
Well, there's one there. He's quite good. He does a bit of everything. He works in the bar.
Yeah.
He collects glasses and stuff, and he does a bit of
Shot glasses.
No, he collects them.
Yeah.
He's like, hey. No, and he does.
How does he get them off the tables?
He got a backpack. He just puts one glass at a time in. No, but he's like works in the bar and stuff. He does like he runs up and down the bar. That's his like thing.
Like
He
a
just does
mascot.
normal things.
Yeah.
Anything he can do really. But
Yeah.
he's small. It's like, oh my god, he's running by there.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it.
That's entertaining, though, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the problem. Like, I do feel for dwarves in that sense because, like, it is the only disability that's that adorable. So, like, everyone's just like, hey! It's like we're delighted by them, but also I bet that's annoying.
Oh, I bet being picked up all the time.
Mate, I
There's
must
something
have
pissed
told you.
people do when it drunk people pick
Mate,
people
I
up.
must have told you about the time when I was in a nightclub and someone picked up a dwarf and just put him next to me.
Yeah.
They're just like, put him next to me to be like, tall man, little man. And me and this dwarf are just like, oh, I guess we're freaks then, are we? I also fell over a dwarf at a club once. I was I was having a little dance. I obviously didn't see him. He wasn't on the same plane as me.
Yeah.
I tripped over him. We're both on the floor, and everyone just looks around in this club because there's a big commotion to see me on the floor with a dwarf who's all knocked over.
Yeah.
It looks like I've just battered a dwarf.
Yeah, but to be fair to you, I mean, you are operating on different levels.
This
aren't
is
you?
it. I was just like, I'm looking around. He's not in my peripherals.
Yeah. It's like a fucking airline pilot not seeing a cyclist.
Yeah.
It's free I bet
He
you get a
can
lot of
see
free
me.
drugs, though.
What?
If dwarves, they
Yeah.
get a lot of free cocaine, I guess.
Yeah,
'Cause
I bet.
Everybody wants to do a line with a dwarf.
100%.
of
I want to do.
Bruges.
I guess what you do, you
wanna
rack
do
it
one
up
off
on the
his head.
toilet and you go like that.
Yeah.
Go on,
He's got to climb up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to climb. You hold him and.
And they don't need much.
Do you know what dwarves are? Dwarves for men are like women and gay best friends.
Yeah.
We all secretly want one.
Yeah, we all get fashion advice off dwarves.
But they fucking hate us.
Yeah. A lot of other people are annoyed. They're in the bar. Yeehaw, partner! Boy, riding these horses with my cows is all thirsty work. What possibly should I drink now to refresh myself and also forget the pain of my existence?
I think you should get some O'Donnell's moonshine.
O'Donnell's Moonshine sponsors this episode.
I was a cowboy that's travelled. He's been
Yeah,
around.
no, it was nice. It was nice. It was very inclusive of you to be that cowboy. O'Donnell's Moonshine comes in 20 plus 20 tasty flavours and all sorts of different strengths. Ooh, it goes all the way from 17 to 72% proof, which is proper tough cowboy stuff.
It's the best moonshine on the planet.
Rootin' tootin' moonshine.
Look, we all know how expensive it is to go out and get pissed these days, right? It's pretty much like a budget savings hack at this point.
Yeah.
Get yourself some 72% moonshine.
We're basically
and enjoy
Martin
your
Lewis. Yeah. Money saving hack. Get absolutely shit faced on tasty moonshine.
And speaking of money saving,
Oh, yeah.
you can get these at o'donnellmoonshine.co.uk. And to save even more money, enter the code DEADMEN10 at checkout and you get 10% off your order.
That's an absolute bargain. It's proper tasty moonshine. Get involved and have a good time. We are going on tour. We're going to do some gigs around the country.
It's going to be great.
It is, isn't it?
I wasn't going to sing.
Didn't really join in with the musical baton that I threw out, but you know.
No, I didn't want to.
Oh, that's fair
I'll do
enough.
my own thing.
You can do your own thing at our live tour dates as well if you want.
We'll all do our own thing. We'll do
We'll
three
do our
different
own thing.
things.
We're going to do 3 different shows at once on the same stage.
It's going to be great. The first one was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. Basically, we are going to shout over each other a lot because it's a live podcast. We're going to do exactly what we do here, but with fun games and things and activities and prizes and all sorts
Also,
of chaos.
I feel like when we are in a room live with our fans, I feel like we get worse.
Yeah. They really encourage us down. And like you look out at this sea of, what's a nice way of saying disgusting, sweaty mongs?
Smelliness.
Sea of smelliness. Yeah, that's much nicer.
Sea of smelliness.
Sea of smelliness. You look out at them and you go, they're not worth behaving well for. So we're even worse. So come see us. We're going all over the place. We're going to Liverpool, Birmingham, Glasgow, Leeds, London, and Hull. Get your tickets now. Where can you get them, Freddie?
Deadmentalkpod.com.
.com. If you enjoy this podcast, get us on patreon.com/deadmentalkpod for £3 a month. Extra every month. You get loads of extra content. If you want to hear how funny it is, here's a little sample for you from a recent Patreon exclusive episode.
Man injected his own semen into his arm for 18 months to treat back pain.
Was it cancer?
I have got so many questions.
A 33
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what's his number?
Where's his supply? What rates does he get?
A 33-year-old man required medical treatment at a Dublin hospital after repeatedly injecting himself with his own semen in a bizarre attempt to treat his long-standing lower back pain.
First query, why your arm?
Yeah, that's
Well, he
what
can't
I
reach his
thought.
back.
Get someone else to jab you with jizz.
I think if you're getting someone else to do it, they'll probably talk you out of it.
Do you know
That's
what?
true.
Do
A
you
lot of
know-
people. He probably asked a few people who were like, "You shouldn't."
Do you know what
that.
I think has happened here? Is
You would know.
So I can tell you right now, I bet you any money this guy listens to Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
right? And I bet he's heard that testosterone
Yeah.
helps the male body recover and stuff.
Interesting.
And he's gone.
It's got more testosterone.
He's looked at testosterone on the internet
Yeah.
and been like, £100. If only there was a way to get it for cheaper. And then he's had a wank and he's come to the realization
That's pure testosterone.
cum is just testosterone.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's all his income.
And so he just and
What mime was that? Oh, he's slurping it up in a syringe. Right, I don't know why you've done it two-handed. How big's this fucking syringe?
a lot of cum. Yeah.
You produce a lot of cum, and people
Yeah.
want testosterone.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start selling your cum.
Yeah. Okay.
We could sell all of our cum.
Make me an offer. You know, if anyone wants to buy me cum, you're willing to, send me a financial offer.
What is the minimum you would sell your cum for?
£5.
It's not worth my time.
We've
is
got to
it?
ship it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
£25.
Nah.
50.
I think you've got to price it high because then
100.
you've got to do fewer, innit? And
100,
like,
100
you've got to
pounds?
value it yourself.
Yeah.
£100 for cum.
I'm
£100 a
talking through-
load.
I'm talking through my thinking, right?
Okay.
Because if you charge a £5 a go, right, people get bored of it and they'll be like, it's not worth
Yeah.
anything. You've got to make it valuable. So if you charge like £1,000,
No.
someone
people
might
aren't
save up.
Like diamonds.
Yeah,
Diamonds are
exactly.
artificially expensive.
Scarcity.
There's actually loads of diamonds.
Yeah,
There is-
yeah.
I control the world's supply of my cum, right? I'm like the De Beers of cum.
That
right?
should be on like a motivational Pinterest.
Control the supply of your own cum.
I do.
Somebody put that on like a background of a sunset.
I have.
I control the world's supply of my own cum.
Yeah, I have a monopoly on Rob Mulholland jizz, right? There's no other suppliers, so I can charge what I fucking
But
want.
specifically,
And
do
I'd
people want
rather-
your cum?
No, but no, that's the thing. I'm not a mass market cum. Like, there's not loads of people who want to buy my cum. There's a few freaks who do, and they can save up.
If we were paying £100 for your cum,
You're paying £1,000.
but if we were paying 100,
Yeah.
I would buy it.
How about this?
Oh yeah, I would buy it, and I'd murder a woman.
Dash it.
I'd find a little child and just spread it around its arsehole.
Oh, all the fun you could have.
Yeah.
You'd
And
be
then
having a great time, just like gleefully sprinkling it over crime scenes.
I'd be making it rain.
Do they? I wonder, dwarves. Do they say they go for a skydive? They use a normal parachute, like. Because it'd probably take ages to come down.
I reckon they use a little Action Man one.
A little napkin.
How long did it come down?
They don't have to fly as high either.
It's a little model aeroplane.
No, I reckon
They got on a
I
drone.
reckon they're like cats, and their terminal velocity isn't enough to kill them, so they just jump out and just land perfectly on their
No,
feet.
they'd fall like a shuttlecock. All the weight's in their head. They're going down head first, definitely.
Oh, like a spinning Jenny.
Yeah.
I suppose if you're quite small like that, you could probably like drive about in a drone, couldn't you? Because if you're quite small, you could. No, it'd be like, no,
I
if we
wanna
drive.
see dwarves on
No,
drugs.
we drive the gigs in cars. It's a nightmare.
Yeah,
Like, if I was a dwarf, I'd be on a fucking drone sitting on top
Yeah,
of it.
flying about,
Just drive
controlling it.
fucking-
I want to see that in the war in Ukraine. They're just flying dwarves into bunkers.
That's the thing.
Kamikaze drone.
That's what they
dwarves.
should do. They should be drug dealers.
Yeah.
Dwarf drug dealers on drones.
I don't think I'd get
Or riding a Shetland pony.
I
The
don't
problem with
think-
that is everyone's staring at them. Like, it's not very inconspicuous, a dwarf on a drone. I'd be like,
Yeah.
fucking look at that. Is
A
he
dwarf-
selling drugs?
Yeah.
I don't reckon a drone's the way to go. I think a big dog.
Right,
Yeah, or a
saddle it
Shetland
up.
pony or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
that.
A teacup pig.
There's you are right. They'd be better for advertising and selling drugs, wouldn't they?
Yeah, have a little banner behind them. Yeah, our prices are as small as our pilots.
Here's a question. Here's a question.
Yeah.
How many dwarves would you have to see in a day in order to say there's a lot of dwarves out today?
I think
Two.
two.
Yeah,
Two,
well, nah,
yeah.
I think two, I'd be like, coincidence. Three, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Three, I'm like,
Your
I'm
head's
seeing a
going.
pattern.
You think
now.
it's Panto near the area.
Exactly.
Where's Panto?
Yeah,
There's Panto
yeah.
somewhere.
Something's happening. Like
Yeah.
three is an event, innit?
That's-
There's a convention or
That's the
something.
third dwarf I've seen today.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
Something's happening. I've always dreamed of going to a dwarf convention dressed as Godzilla. I think it would be the
But
most
it's
fun
like-
day I could have. Just go smashing over tables. Ah!
What's the things like? Is it like ants or something, or like something? When there's an earthquake coming, they sense it and they come out.
Right.
Can they sense things, dwarves?
Right.
And if you
there's a
see-
tornado coming. I've
if you
seen
see-
three dwarfs.
If you see them, you're like, oh, shit's going down. There's like 18 dwarves in a cafe.
18 would freak me. 18, I'd be like,
18,
what's
this is
happening?
fuck- it's a rugby
You've got to
team.
assume like a school outing or something at that point, haven't you?
Have you ever seen that footage of all the dwarves leaving New York just before 9/11?
That's the thing.
They're
People
all
talk,
diving off a sinking ship.
everyone's slagging dwarves off forever, but in 9/11, everybody's like, oh, in fact, paper plane on top there, they flying straight down. Like, what do you... It's just so simple.
Yeah, if those terrorists had been dwarves, it could have been all easily solved
But
by drop kicking one of them.
You're tall like me, right? I'm
Yeah.
6'3", right? So
I'm much taller than that, but you know, go
How
on.
tall are
I
you?
also, by the
6'7".
way, we haven't met before. I thought from seeing you online that you were going to be short.
Why?
You gave because your face looks like the face of a short man. Do you not think?
Does it?
You are taller in real life than I expected. Don't you?
Yeah, because
You're
I
one of those
already
people
knew
who
Sandro,
I was
so-
surprised how tall you were.
yeah. People. Simon's really small. See,
Right.
Is he?
he's not dwarf, but he's not far off.
Adjacent, like Tom.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
tall are you?
5'7".
5'10".
No, he's not.
He's not. We've measured him. He was
5'5".
5'4",
How tall are you? 6.
7.
Yeah. So you are really tall, but so thinking now, would you rather be like really like you understand, but say like 7'5",
Yeah.
or like 2 foot?
I'd rather kill myself than be 2 foot. I'd be 7'5" in an
But
instant.
think about aeroplanes.
Yeah, but think about pussy.
You're the right height for it.
like loads more women want to shag a 7'5" guy than a 2 foot guy. Like you just got to play the numbers.
Yeah, have you seen like Shaq's like 7 foot something, isn't he?
He's 7'1", I think. Yeah.
He's just fucking. He's in like insane height, like.
Yeah,
isn't
but
he?
I bet he gets sucked off all the time.
Yeah, his missus
He's
like half his
Shaq.
height. But then again, with dwarves, well, like some women want to shag dwarves, well, don't they?
Yeah, but I think
Yeah, but
numbers
have you
wise.
seen them? Have you seen those women? The women that want to fuck tall men versus the women that want to fuck dwarves. I don't reckon there's a single woman that is even a 3 out of 10 that wants to fuck a dwarf.
Maybe. I think also like just most women want to fuck a taller man. Like most women.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
some women I'm sure who are into short men. Some women are freaks.
Yeah.
But you know, the
What
vast
jobs
majority.
do you do as a really short person? Obviously, you can do the circuit, the
Yeah.
short people circuit. Like, handcuffing and
Oh, that did,
and,
yeah.
and putting the pins down in bowling alleys, wherever. But apart from that, there's not much work. But for
You could be a plumber. You could fit down the drains. You could get down there with a little
You
brush.
can't drive. That's the only problem with being short. You can't get anywhere, can you?
Right.
They can drive. They have like special cars, don't they? Where they drive with your hands.
We've got motorised skateboards.
Oh, that's right. Warwick Davis, he drives round in a Segway, doesn't he?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he drives little Segway.
If I like that is too funny a vehicle to put a dwarf on. I'm sorry. You can't. Seeing someone on a Segway is already hilarious. If I see a dwarf on a Segway, I can't stop myself laughing out loud at that. I just can't. If I'm surprised by a dwarf on a Segway, I'm laughing, and I apologise for that. But that's who I am as a person.
And then when his two little dwarf kids follow him on over Segways, you definitely laugh at that.
That's funny. Is it all his kids dwarf as well?
Yeah. Because his wife
Is
was a
it
dwarf.
even possible for dwarf little people,
Yeah, it is.
women to birth?
His wife was a dwarf as well, wasn't she?
Is
Yeah.
it
He meant
possible?
having.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah, because they've got like normal sized badges, isn't it? We've already been through this. I bet it's probably hard for him. It's probably a difficult push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could they have normal?
And also their heads are massive.
How are they all? Yeah, they are. They always got massive heads.
I feel like I've got a dwarf's head.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
I had one more
but
when
you've got an ogre's body.
when I was fatter.
Yeah.
I had a proper dwarf head.
You did.
I
yeah.
thought you were a lot fatter than you were.
He used to be, yeah.
Used to be.
Yeah.
He got Legionnaire's disease and lost a load of weight.
And I'm fucking gorgeous.
So do
mate.
you use Ozempic then?
Pardon? No.
Just done it
No,
normal?
he just got diseases.
I have-
Genuinely, I wasn't joking.
Oh, have you?
That was literally true. He got Legionnaire's disease.
I got Legionnaire's, then heart failure, and then gallstones, and then gallstones really fucked us up. And
Yeah.
then I can only eat. Like
Also, he's gay.
7 things.
What do gallstones do?
So when you eat, you have bile in your gallbladder, and when you eat, your gallbladder releases bile in order to help break the food down, and then sometimes stones get stuck in that little passage.
You keep them in.
I'll be honest, in my experience, it mainly makes you fucking moany. Just means you whinge about it all the
Oh, so
time.
it's sorted
and
out
love
in a lot of
soup.
ways. In a lot of ways, you did. He knows bad, but now you're okay, aren't you?
Pardon? What's okay?
You're okay now, aren't you?
No,
He hasn't had it out
I need
yet.
to have an operation.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What in the
End of June.
A sex change.
End of June, actually.
Yeah,
That's in. That's
Hey.
locked in for the end of June.
Oh, NHS.
What?
NHS.
Oh, I thought you said game of chess.
Was that not how we're
Put your
podcasting?
fucking chest, like.
No,
I thought that doesn't have anything to do with anything, Sancho.
it's not actually NHS. It's actually Chester Zoo.
That could get cancelled, mind.
Yeah, it could, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's already
Probably
happened
for a
once.
bloody immigrant.
Yeah, they cancel a lot of stuff in Wales, like.
It's already happened once.
Yeah.
But that was because they didn't check out your heart in advance. They forgot to do that.
Yeah, so I got that on Wednesday where they're checking out the heart.
Do you
and
think
the
it was
lungs.
COVID jab?
No. I mean, I don't know.
Your heart.
No, I don't think so. I think it was probably.
No,
more
it's because
the-
he was massively unhealthy.
I think it's probably more the bit where I nearly died.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that was
What
probably-
happened then? You went.
I've mentioned it loads, but basically
Yeah,
I
go
caught
on, yeah.
Legionnaire's disease and I didn't get checked in
the heart I'm
hospital.
on about.
Yeah. So the disease got into my heart and fucked it up. and-
Legionnaire's is bad juju. It's a really fucked up disease.
COVID jab, it was.
Yeah. Like normally when there's COVID, when there's Legionnaire's outbreaks, it makes the news. That's how like serious it
Bloody
is.
hell.
Bad juju.
Yeah.
So that's
That was
like,
Netanyahu.
is that the water that goes in the water and stuff today?
It is from the water.
I
Yes,
got that
Sandro.
joke, Andy,
Yes. I mean, he's not wrong. He is a bad one.
Yeah,
It's a good joke.
He was a good joke.
he is a bad guy.
Like, and there's- I got what you were doing in the setup, and I just had to watch it happen.
You're good now, though, mate.
He's a lot better.
We're a lot.
He's a lot better than he was.
We're a lot.
I got,
Health news, excellent.
I got,
Pass
gout, yeah, I got gout, man. It's
I'll be honest, if I could eyeball anyone having gout,
bad. Yeah, I 21 when I had it. I was youngest in Wales at the time. I'm being serious.
you're a record breaker.
Where did you have your
The
gout?
youngest gout victim in Wales.
Was it in the feet?
Well,
Because I was going to say the worst thing about that, nowhere to sit down. Just stood up with gout.
My ankles are killing me.
well, I think they reckon I might have had it for years because I always thought my feet were growing and shrinking because my shoes would be tight on me, but my feet would be hurting. So
You're like a pregnant woman.
yeah. So I used to go and buy new shoes then and go a size up, and then. Like a couple of weeks later,
You're back down.
my feet would be back small, so I'd put by or get. I was like the doctor said, my feet are growing and shrinking. Is that normal?
Yeah.
And they said, no, I've never heard of that. So I had that for a while, and then I had elbow in my elbow then, so I couldn't like fucking point and stuff. Or do the normal things.
I just showed him where to put the chairs.
So then I had to go to the doctor.
Point.
Do you mean you can't?
How long would you have to not be able to point for before you thought to bother a doctor with that?
Yeah.
Imagine going to a doctor and going, I can't point.
That's what you're meant to go to doctors for if something doesn't work.
Yeah.
With the problem-
If I couldn't point, I'd be like, there's a problem
Something
with my
wrong.
arm.
That's not a
off.
ridiculous
You'd
thing to go to a
bother
doctor.
with that.
Yes,
Well, yeah,
that's
you can't
what
do
they're
that.
for.
This
It's not
is why-
Freddie, it's not bothering them. They're not just sat around like, oh, patient. It's their fucking job.
This is why the NHS is on its fucking arse, because you two take up appointments going, I can't point.
But also, if
Actually,
you can't
I've
point,
got
there's
health
loads of-
insurance. I bother private
If
doctors.
you can't point, there's also loads of other stuff you
Well,
can't do.
the problem is though with gout, it comes
Yeah.
and goes. So I'd have it in my elbow and pain, and I said, "Doctor, I can't point. Can I come in wherever?" And the time I got my appointment went
It's
in, he
fixed.
said, "Oh, can you point the wall?" I went. I said, "You
Yeah.
can point." I said, "No, normally I can't." So then I had to catch it right, and in the
Yeah.
end, he's like, "Just took me loads of tests." I had blood tests for all different things, and he come back and he said, "She's got gout. You're the youngest ever."
Is there a list? Is there like a spreadsheet?
Is there a younger gout victim in England, or is it for the whole UK?
It's well, England and Wales are separate NHS, so
Yeah.
maybe I'd have a gout off with anybody really, because my gout. It's quite a powerful gout. Like if I don't take some people go and eat like
Are you
loads of
bragging about your gout currently?
people eat, they said like they give me allopurin tablets, right?
Yeah.
So some people take mostly one tablet, 100 milligrams. I'm on 600, right? And
Fucking hell.
he said this is enough to fucking kill any gout. He said like
This is an elephant's dose.
he's never seen gout so strong. You know what he said to me? He said like what this gout is like. It's like termites in a plank of wood. Like it's going through your body. But
I
then
feel like we have such a better standard of healthcare in England. I've never seen gout so strong. It's like termites.
yeah, it's bad, man. It's like But then again, it comes and goes. Like you live with it. You learn to live with it. I got stopped drinking really. 'Cause they said that's the problem. And it gets embarrassing when you go to the doctors and they say how much you drink. And like what I drink on the weekend really, if I'm home or whatever, I do like 15, 20 pints a day on like over Friday, Saturday.
Fucking
They
hell.
think that's like mental.
Yeah.
It is mental.
Yeah, it is.
No,
yeah.
it's not really.
That's like
see.
Andre the Giant.
No, but then they say, "Oh, you drinking that?" But I say, "I can just stop drinking. Like I didn't drink today." And
Yeah, no alcoholic would ever say that.
no, but what I mean is, I can go like 2-3 days for a week without drinking. So
Yeah,
it's
one
not a
of the
problem.
things that is literally on the test to see if you're an alcoholic is if you occasionally try and stop for a short period of time to see if you can. That's one of the signs that you are an alcoholic.
When I got admitted into hospital, one of them, I was in like the fucked up resus unit of the hospital, and they were asking me how much I would drink in a week. And I was like, oh, I know this old game. So I purposely said about half of what I would usually drink. And they put me on alcohol withdrawal medication.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, that's good though.
ah.
Yeah, you
Valium.
need that. Yeah. It's good shit.
Oh, it wasn't Valium, it was something else.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. I haven't changed my. I lie a lot to doctors. I gotta stop fucking. The worst one I've got. My eyesight hasn't changed in 15 years because I keep on lying when I go for an eye test. So what I do. When I walk in,
Is it a pain?
I memorise
Jet.
the bottom line. I think it's YMC. So when
Why? Why don't you want better glasses?
Because then-
Who do you think this is benefiting? The
you give
optician's
in-
like,
you
oh,
give in.
fantastic. I don't have to do with the
You give
prescription.
in.
Do you think the optician's going to be like, he was so clever?
you
What
give
clever eyes he had.
you give in, don't you? If your eyes start getting worse and worse, it's a sign of aging. So what I do, I just go
Yeah,
in
but it
there.
happens anyway. I just want to be able to see shit.
I know, but I can't give in like that. So I'll read. So they say to me, "What's the bottom line?" And they said, "Oh, you're fine."
So, Sandro, do you think people look at you and think, that's a perfectly healthy man?
And then there's another thing, right? I can't see in the dark with the one eye.
You're already wearing glasses. This is the mad thing.
I
He's
know.
already wearing glasses. It's just the wrong ones.
What are you trying
It's not
to
like,
prevent?
why do you just not bother wearing them? Why are you even wearing glasses?
Because they kind of work, like not fully, but I can see something.
Get ones that work all the way.
No, I know, but then it's aging. So basically, right. So I can't, in the dark. It sounds a bit fucking mental. This eye here is dimmer than this eye here. So in a pitch black room now, there's a little bit of light. I can't see out of this fucking eye.
Right.
So I've told them this for years, and they reckon it's just me, like.
Yeah, you might just have a shit eye, yeah.
But it's scary because
There
you know,
might
if
be
the other
ghosts.
one goes, I won't be able to see in the dark.
Yeah.
But in the light, it's fine. So
You just have to carry a torch.
at
I
all
mean,
times,
I don't think this is the worst problem you could have. Not being able to see in the dark.
out of one eye.
Yeah.
The
You're
gout's
probably not
probably
going to be in the SAS.
I mean, no, he can't point either.
I got enough things. I thought if Russia kicks off now,
Yeah.
um,
I don't think your first round draft.
that's thing. But I got a. It's a rule. It's a rule of three. See.
Uh-huh.
So I got eczema, gout, and short-sighted. So I'm
Sure.
fucking sorted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If you're on the front line, the defense is going badly.
Yeah, no,
I don't think they're gonna go. You can't come in the army because you've got eczema.
Yeah. We can't have anyone flaky.
No, but how the fuck can you ration E45 cream? You can't.
I think you're probably just going to have to get itchy in the trench.
I love the idea that they're like, who's the first round? What about the youngest person ever to have gout? what about him?
We
What's
need
he
some
doing?
record breakers on the team.
Limping over the line.
We'll just put him on the day shift. We know what he's like at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be fucked. Yeah. Would you? We'd all like because are you 30 as well?
37.
Yeah. So we'd all sound now.
Close enough. Yeah, I think we're still probably, if a war goes bad, we're still probably in the first lot that goes in up until like.
I don't think
know.
I am.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
no,
not.
no. I think me and Tom are off to war.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna blag the metal lungs worse than it is.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try not to. Like, I'm going to throw everything
I
at
honestly
it.
think out of all of us,
Yeah.
I think Madison would be the first one that they
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
Because she's got
Off
the
you go,
cold, dead
Madison.
eyes of a killer.
We're sending goths to the front lines to do sacrifices to win the war.
I've said this many times. If it was a war, I wouldn't be. I'm not a frontline guy. I would be an excellent torturer.
Yeah.
I would take pride in my work.
Yeah.
Well, like get in a room and like eat loudly.
No.
For hours.
I'd come into work early. If I was a torturer,
Yeah.
if I was a torturer, I'd take work home
It'd be
with me.
employee of the month.
Oh, I genuinely love that job.
Yeah.
Thinking up like new creative ways to just break a human.
We need to like.
Just do stand up to him.
Hey.
We need to do like fuck the guns that off and just
Yeah.
like our lesbians fight their lesbians. Our fat people fight their fat people, but
Right.
all fist fights.
Yeah.
Because
We've probably got some of the hardest trans people on the planet, I reckon. The Brazilians, actually, that's who'd probably win that. But, I reckon we'd hang in there. We're allies with Brazil, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, but then again, has Russia got fat people?
Not as many.
Do you
And,
know what I mean?
like,
That's the thing.
and also, their gay ranks have been depleted by their actions, innit? I
Yeah,
reckon.
but the few they've got left are used to getting.
Those are
trafficked.
tough as fuck. Yeah.
They can,
Hardened gay.
they can
Yeah,
really
yeah.
take a punch.
Yeah.
You should see the Jamaican gays. Fuck me.
They can take a fist in more way than one. You know.
I bet the Russian lesbians, you're in trouble.
Oh, God, yeah.
They are like.
I wouldn't back
They can
myself
do
one-on-one with a Russian lesbian. Like, I would assume I'm going down.
Yeah.
They can build walls and everything.
Yeah. They're very handy, the lesbians.
Yeah,
Have I told you that I was briefly a member of a lesbian-only WhatsApp group?
It doesn't surprise me. You do look like you work in a lesbian kitchen in a prison.
So I was doing hot water last week, and I was chatting to the second row.
Yeah.
And
Who I imagine were some very ugly women.
they all met. Well, yeah, they didn't all identify as women.
Uh-huh.
They were lovely though. They were very nice, very fun, and they all met as part of the same lesbian-only WhatsApp group in Liverpool, and it's called Les By Friends, like Lesby Friends.
Let's be friends, yeah.
And I was like, well, this is fucking brilliant. And so we took the piss for a bit, and they were like, at the end, they were very nice. They went, would you mind recording a video for the group? And I was like, absolutely. So I record an application video saying that I was a lesbian, and you know what I mean. And lo and behold, one of them messaged me on Instagram and said, your application has been accepted. And so they sent me a link to the WhatsApp group, and I was like, well, I have to do this, don't I? And so I went in, and I went into the lesbian WhatsApp group, and yeah, it was full of lesbians.
What's in there? Is it like?
Probably not many jokes.
What do they talk? Well, like kitchens.
Board games.
Yeah, five-a-side.
Complaining.
Five-a-side.
But the
Gazebos.
WhatsApp group was kind of all, it was all
Lesbians love a gazebo.
it was all sort of
Yeah.
segmented into different different bits. Like there was a dating bit, and then there was like a general chat bit,
Yeah.
and then there was
It's
other
all
bits.
different groups in a group.
There was hundreds of them, hundreds of people in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I spent about an hour in there, and then I was like, why am I doing this again? I just left.
Why did a lot of like groups come to like comedy, don't they? No, like friendship groups.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot like if you go to New City, you join this they call like friends.
Friends meetups. Yeah, I love
a
those
lot-
groups.
In
when they come.
comedy, they can be because they have one who likes the comedy, and the others like.
Check this out. So I was doing Chester on Friday, and there was two people who I spoke to after the gig, and they'd come as part of like a Chester friends meet up thing.
yeah.
And there was like about 50 of them in this group. And they were all like, yeah, comedy. Yeah, that sounds good. And it's all for basically like people who are on the road who've just moved to the area.
Yeah,
who
lonely
just wanna
nerds.
meet- Yeah.
yeah.
And
The unfuckable.
and they were all like, yeah, let's turn up. Do you know how many of them actually turned up?
Yeah.
2.
That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal.
2.
Last time I was in Chester, I performed to a local Cocaine Anonymous group. There was like 25 ex-cokeheads, and it was class. Like, I'll tell you who's fun. Ex-cokeheads. They are up for a laugh.
They like a walk. They like a mountain walk as well. The
Yeah,
ex-cokeheads.
they do. They need something to give them a buzz. You know, like long-distance running. That's all cokeheads.
I started walking after my gout fucking unflamed,
Uh-huh.
and I've done a lot. But have you ever been to a mountain before?
Have I ever been to a mountain?
Mountain walking, proper mountain walking.
Oh,
mount-
mountain walking.
walking.
I think you said mountain Morecambe. And I was like, I don't think there are any.
Why would
I've
you
been-
assume Morecambe?
What?
That's on you, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a niche,
yeah.
yeah.
Right, I've been up a mountain, but I didn't climb it. I got a cable car up.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
So these
That is
people,
lazy.
there's 3 group of people. You have the ex-addicts and alcoholics who do it,
Yep.
and then you have stoners,
Yeah.
and then you have people then the twats basically, like a lot of middle class people like walking.
Posh people, yeah. My missus is well into walking. Her and her dad are like proper.
Yeah, they
walkers.
all
Have they got
went-
the sticks?
Yeah, they do all that.
and
They
mountain
also just go,
raincoats.
I'm going up that hill. They don't plan shit. They just go, that hill over there, we're going up it. And like, I can't hang with them. It's crazy.
I think the sticks are stupid. Like, you've got legs.
Yeah, but
Shut up.
it's so when you're going up hard terrain, it's all scrabbly, so you can get up it.
No, I thought it's for working the arms. No, it was, genuine. That's,
I'm going to get such
Support
guns
you.
going up
Support
this.
your legs.
no, I thought it was for working the
No,
arms.
so take some weight off your legs
Yeah, yeah.
so you can walk further and to like support you over
No,
rough
I thought
ground.
it's to get your arms fit.
Right, no,
it's not,
no, it's just to make the walking
you
easier.
sure?
Take some
Right.
dumbbells. If you can
Have
do
you
Wear a
seen-
weighted vest.
Yeah.
Are you sure, man? Because they
I am
positive,
sure.
yeah,
They're
I'm
quite-
absolutely sure.
they're
Yes,
quite high.
yes, they're to support you and help you.
Also, I've never once looked at those little sticks and gone, they look heavy.
Yeah.
like they're purposely light.
No, it's not. It's not the weight. It's the repetition, innit?
That they're working. No, it's to take some of the strain off your legs.
Do you ever think when you see one person with one stick, do you think they couldn't afford another stick or they've lost a stick? You never think, because you've got to be a bit of a psycho to buy one stick unless you're financially fucked.
Right, no, but maybe they just want one stick. Maybe they just prefer it.
Yeah, you might have an injury on one leg, or you
Yeah,
might
yeah.
take it in turns.
It's like buying one shoe.
Sandro, you know when you see people with walking sticks, like old men with walking sticks, were you looking at them and going, just working his arms out?
Yeah.
Well, where I
They
live,
should have bought 100 of them.
where I live, that's called a pip stick.
Pip
Right,
stick.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you get on pip.
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
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 So that's just like a little.
Just a little prop, basically.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you know, fucking. All right.
Yeah.
That was one. My mate was out once, and this old guy, he had a stick, and he had like at the end of it like an eagle,
Sick.
but like with a little nose on it.
Yeah.
What are they called? They're not called nose.
A beak.
Beak.
A beak. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And then
I mean,
what,
it has to have a beak in order to be an eagle.
and what
An eagle with a nose.
a cokehead eagle.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's got
what
like Groucho Marx glasses and a big moustache.
You know, phrase, you can smell like an eagle.
what he would do with his stick. What he would do,
Tell
this-
you what, you don't want to do Charlie with an eagle.
This guy, he'd dip the eagle head into the cocaine, and that's how he'd give it to people.
Oh,
And
really?
That's quite a
That's
fucking.
badass.
Yeah.
That's like
Pretty sick.
that's like KFC shit. That is. Like, that's like Colonel Sanders
Yeah,
shit.
finger
like.
sniffing good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's another thing they do as well. You know, if you look around at that and you see a woman with one long nail,
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
she's
That's
cokehead.
coke. Yeah.
it's just a chicken bang.
Yeah.
Another thing, people think people with glasses are stupid. But what
I
you-
don't think that anyone thinks
what
that.
you
The
do-
stereotypes that
you
they're
take
nerds.
these off like that, and people do that as well. Then. But you can't see where they are.
You can't see anyway.
Go
Yeah.
then.
Let me have a look here.
They look quite
Oh, I'll
thick anyway.
tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what. If these glasses aren't touching the side, then you have got some serious.
This is a
fucking
proper,
problems.
like, this looks like a photo fit of Peter Sutcliffe.
You might need the strongest glasses in Wales as well.
Look, aye, because they are magnifying, aren't they?
I got tucked up with these
You go, what?
because what happens when you buy glasses? What happens when you buy
You
glasses?
can't buy one pair, can you?
No, what happens though?
There's no glasses in Wales.
The worst thing is the van that you needed to carry them all home.
What
Got
happens?
to rent a garage now.
People, when you buy glasses, right? These are just glass. They're not your subscription. So they give you something to try on, and you put them on, and you can't fucking see, like, so you trust the woman's opinion. I said, do I look alright? She's like, yeah.
Well, the glasses saleswoman is going to say that, yeah.
I said, do I look like a paedophile? I said, no.
Why not use your phone to take a picture
You can't see the picture.
of your face?
In his glasses, he can't see.
And then,
If he can't see the mirror, he can't see his
put
phone.
his glasses back on, his normal glasses, and just look at
You
the new.
clever man. I never thought about that.
That's the first thing I would
That's
have
changed my
thought.
life.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
My glasses are quite I can't really see myself anyway.
yeah.
You keep
This
cheating
is
the
true.
test.
Yeah.
Well, we can see you, and let me tell you, Sandro, you're not missing much.
I got chairs though. That's the thing with glasses, man. Once you had them so long, you can't go back to like non-glasses, can you?
No, I'd look weird without glasses.
Do you wear contacts?
Nah, I used to for a bit, but like, nah, I just like, I'm my glasses
There's a
guy.
lot of people with glasses, such as yourself, that when you take glasses off, you have horrible beady eyes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I'm also just devilishly handsome, so I think it's good to give myself a little handicap.
Would you have one eye?
What?
Would you have one eye?
What do you mean?
They call one eye. What are they called now?
A
Eye patch?
monocle?
Yeah, monocle.
No, because I'm not
Monica
off to the
Lewinsky.
opera in 1893.
What would be handy if you had them two?
It wouldn't. It'd be more handy to have two glasses on my face all the time. It'd be much more handy,
But
to be
you
honest with you.
find
They'd be
when-
like, oh, time to look at something.
What you do if you go mountain? Because I find when if
Yeah,
you,
I just pop my glasses on. Is
no,
what I do.
no, don't do that. Because what the problem is, this is the problem.
Uh-huh.
If you can see where you're going, the mountain, it gets a bit daunting.
Right,
So what you do, you get rid of your glasses.
right.
You have two of them sticks
Yeah.
with two monocles on the top. When you want to look, then you go.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Sandro? You made a very good point there, because actually not being able to see is an advantage when climbing
It
mountains.
is. Also, Sandro, I'm nowhere near as blind as you. I can still see. I'm just a bit blurry. I'll still know where the mountain is.
I'm also not scared of cardio as much as you are.
Yeah. Also, I like walking.
But yeah, no, but
I'm like, oh,
not,
I'm off
not
up
when
there.
not when
There is a certain comfort to be had in ignorance. Like, you don't know how long you've got left.
And you must be incredibly comfortable.
So you just sit and.
But
I'm
another
with
thing,
him.
people, walkers, they all fucking lying cunts, right? And I tell you why. I done Ben Nevis, yeah? Have you heard of Ben Nevis?
Ben Nevis.
Mountain, yeah?
Yeah.
So basically, I done the biggest mountain in Wales, right? And I was like, I'm fucking...
Yeah, that's not Ben Nevis.
That's Snowden.
Snowden in Wales, yeah.
No, her name's Emily. No, like Snowden, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Snowden.
I can just imagine the headlines. Youngest man with gout in Wales climbs biggest mountain in Wales.
No, I done this...
Stop the press.
No, I done Snowden.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, I shouldn't... I didn't really do Snowden. I went on a train, yeah?
Yeah, that's not doing Snowden.
I know, I took the photos. So then what happened...
There with his two sticks in the air.
then so, all of a sudden, like, 'cause they seen it done Snowden, people were like, oh, do you want to come to Ben Nevis? And I was like, I couldn't say, I didn't do fucking Snowden. So then I'm involved in this fucking mountain walk that I didn't want to be part of. But what happens in these mountain walks? They're like, a lot of them uphill and shit like that. And then you
They
go,
are a bit hilly,
No,
yeah.
not all of them are hit. They go like that, like zigzag. But the people on the way up, you go, oh, how long's left? And they all say an hour, wherever you are.
Yeah.
And like, just tell the fucking truth, like.
Exactly. Just let me know.
And I went-
Maybe it's an hour for them.
Yeah. And they've forgotten that they've got to like carry a Snorlax with gout.
But well, I got up there then, and there was Chinese people up there.
Right.
But it was a really windy day.
Cooking.
They were literally eating soup in the hut. So we said, we had to smoke weed now. I was like, you got to go, like.
Funny they'd have brought their monocles, they wouldn't have had to squint.
No. But then what happened then, it fucking fucked me up, right? It took me hours to get down, and it was a really stormy day as well. It was not good. So basically, I had too much corned beef in the sandwich that I brought, right? I'm not even joking, right? And it
I wonder why you got gout.
and that's what happened. It triggered off my gout then. And the time I got down the mountain, I had my 2 feet were like fucked, like. It took me ages. And like you think about the mountains, they're very stony.
They are,
They're
famously.
not grassy as everybody thinks they are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So then
How much corned beef is too much corned beef? for
I'm
you?
interested as well. Thank you, Tom. How much corned beef? How much are we talking?
Well, it
Like,
depends.
how thick?
No, it depends. What the problem was, I didn't do my tablets, see. So
Right.
if I took my...
You didn't have your corned beef tablets.
Oh, no. If I had done my Alpurin, it would have cancelled out any corned beef in flames.
Right. So you got anti-beef tabs. Yeah.
So you think about a war, right? You think about a corned beef, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like think about
Tom's gone.
Oh, God. Corned beef, Tom. You didn't have your corned beef, Tom.
but it can take. You know,
Oh, fucking hell, I'll have my Billy Bear ham tablets instead.
I reckon the way he has to eat his tablets is by smothering him in corned beef like a dog. Is the whole thing pointless?
Like a dog.
He's
Like a
only
dog
eating the
bowl.
corned beef so he can eat the corned beef tablets so he can have the corned beef.
Yeah, so my tablets. It was fucking good, fucking 10.5, like.
A tin and a half of corned beef.
Can we Google what's the recommended daily dosage of corned beef?
I can tell you it's not a tin and a half. A tin and a half is insane.
It's not actually 10.5. It's a tin and a smaller tin.
Right. We'll call it a half.
What's a tin
tin.
and a half? Like, yeah.
70 grams.
Right, how much is a tin?
I just, it's not. It's princess tin.
Princess
Corned beef, the best in the world. That's the one I like. That's the one I like.
340 grams.
You had a tin and a
So you had about 5 times the daily
No,
recommendation.
hold on.
Yeah, you had 500 grams versus
And the
Yeah.
small,
70.
the big one and the small one. What's the small one there?
So that's 130. So yeah, it's
Oh,
about
see,
it's
yeah,
about
but-
500 grams.
Exactly. It's not
Yeah,
fucking.
so you
not
had,
two,
so
it's not
you
two
had about
tins.
8 times as much
Yeah,
corned
you've
beef.
overshot it by a distance there. Yeah. You've OD'd on the corned beef there.
And without your corned beef tablets as well.
He didn't have his corned beef EpiPen as well.
We all get them. Every gets a bit corned beefed up now and again. Like,
I'm a vegetarian. I don't get corned beefed up, to be honest with you.
you're saying you never ate that much corned beef.
I've eaten corned beef, but never that much.
What's the most you've done in a day?
Half a tin max, I would say.
I've never eaten corned beef.
I've never eaten corned beef. I've
You
just
wouldn't
eaten
have
beef.
eaten
A man from Preston has never
could
eaten corned
not-
beef.
I could not put that in my mouth. It looks horrible.
Yeah, it looks minging.
It is a
It
bit
looks like
minging.
it looks
but it's
like
kind of nice,
it
but
looks
it's
like
fucking minging.
low quality dog food.
Well, yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
all it is a cow that's been fed fucking corn. That's all the meat is.
Yeah, but
corned beef.
it comes in.
I
a
don't
little-
think it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's also
corn-
quite processed.
It's the same with minted lamb. You feed a fucking lamb a long enough in Wales, minted plant. The meat tastes of
There's
minted
no
lamb.
way that's true.
It
There's
is.
no
It
They
is.
way.
just put mint on it.
There's no way. They just put mint on it afterwards.
No,
There's-
you got it wrong.
there's-
And
right.
Cajun chicken.
Right. Let's,
no-
can we just
Cajun
Google
chicken.
what is corned beef, please?
Corned beef is a cow that's been fed corn. Corned beef.
There's no way
That's
minted
corn
lamb.
fed
There's
beef.
no
Corn-
way
no,
minted
corned
lamb
beef.
is a lamb that's been fed mince.
Corned beef is. Yeah, see?
No, it's been cured,
in a
preserved in brine solution containing salt, sugar, and often spices.
Yeah,
Nothing
but
to do
what-
with what they get fed.
Yeah, it's
but
nothing to do with it.
corned beef.
It's nothing to do
There's
with
corn.
it.
no way.
There's corn in it.
It's
The,
not.
the term
wait.
corn refers to the large grained rock salt used in the curing
Just
process.
Google.
Yeah, it's literally nothing to do
do
with it.
cows eat corn? Because I don't reckon they even eat it.
Yeah.
I bet some do.
Corned
Let's
beef.
see.
Corned beef cow.
Yes.
see.
There we go.
But that,
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't make
what-
a corned beef.
No,
But
that's
that's-
not. The corn
What
refers
about
to the
minted
salt.
lamb then? That's
yeah, what's
not-
minted?
That's also not true. I
It's
don't,
also
I
just
don't
lamb
know why I
with mint on.
Googled it. It's no
It's
point.
lamb with mint on. It's definitely lamb with mint on.
Yeah.
If you feed your lamb minty plant, lamb.
It's seasoned or marinated with mint, often in a glaze or sauce.
Yeah.
You don't feed it so much mint that it tastes of mint. That's insane.
So, but like, otherwise, all
I am
meat would
telling
taste
you
of
now.
grass.
I am telling you now. If you fed a fucking.
Oh, this pig tastes of slurry.
if you feed something, a thing like that don't work. But if you feed something a potent, strong taste
Yeah.
enough,
I'm going to feed this chicken paprika.
Do you taste of corned beef?
But it's like it does happen. Not specific, but say like, have you ever ate like loads of like fucking I don't know, like say corned beef for argument's sake?
Here's a question, just to go back to this. Mint is expensive.
I mean, it grows very abundantly, though.
You
It,
grow
like-
it in a field.
Yeah, if you grow it in a field, it's very invasive. It takes over the whole field.
What
Actually
you
grows
do,
very fast.
You
mint.
grow one mint. You have one mint field, one normal grass field. And when you order your lamb, you say, "What do you want?" And you open the pen and you
Oh,
put
wow.
it. I'm fucking telling you.
Yeah, get the duck out of the orange juice.
Do you mean? That's what you do.
It would be
I
probably.
mean, Sandro, no, you don't. To be clear, no, you don't.
Have you never put mint on lamb? That's just how they do
Yeah, you
it.
put mint sauce on it.
It's so much
Not
easier
Wales,
than feeding
not
the
Wales.
lambs mint for years.
You just need a little bit of mint.
You know, but they're not. Yeah, but the thing is, then it's off-putting 'cause it's green, isn't it?
Green things are delicious.
What's this green on my lamb?
Yeah, so you got to use your head in this game. In Wales, we thinkers. You don't see that much around here. All right. Cajun chicken.
They feed them Cajuns, are they?
Yeah. I do declare I'm out to be eaten by a chicken.
It's mad. I don't know. I don't know. That corned beef one threw me 'cause I'm sure that's what someone
Yeah,
told me.
it threw you because you were just wrong, completely
No,
wrong.
but someone told me that, a farmer.
Right, yeah, well, that farmer was a fucking idiot.
He was either an idiot or a liar.
Yeah.
What about curried
He
goat?
didn't. To be fair, he didn't have a farm, but he was a farmer.
Right.
So he grew stuff in his garden and stuff, so he's probably talking shit.
Right, that isn't a farmer, is it? If you
It
just
is.
grow
If
stuff
you
in
grow
your
stuff,
garden.
you're a farmer.
Right.
Was he growing weed? Because it sounds like something a stone
Yeah,
person
yeah,
would
yeah.
say.
No, he did tomatoes, he had a chicken.
Right, okay.
Do you like Eid? Come to Dead Meat. Dead Meat is a celebration of everything Muslim.
I mean, as funny as that is as an advert, I feel like on the day we're going to regret it.
We're selling a lot of bacon there.
Sponsored by O'Donnell's Moonshine.
Yeah. Come get drunk at our celebration of Islam.
Dead meat, 25.
Dead meat. It's got dead meat. No food in the daytime.
Saturday the 30th of August. Tickets available.
Tickets are available. 30th of August, Dead Meat. All women must be accompanied by a man. And if anyone steals anything, we're going to cut your hands off. Come to Dead Meat.
Dead meat.
Dead Meat.
Deadmentalkpod.com.
Ram a Dead Meat.
Tom,
Yes.
we have, when you've been away, we've missed a crucial part of this podcast, haven't we? It's like a feature. Are you a fan of features?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the correct amount of trepidation.
Oh, this is the video. You do video things.
No, we'll do
not
that in a
yet.
bit. We'll get
Not
to
yet.
that.
We'll get on to that.
Now it's time for the world's greatest feature, everyone.
It's time for Cunt of the Week.
What's that, baby?
Oh, baby again. Right, I'm going to tell you 3 stories, and we're going to decide who is the cunt of the week.
Nice.
All of these are sent in by our viewers, and you can send them in if you want to, deadmentalkpod@gmail.com, and you could win some moonshine.
Yeah, and doesn't that seem like it would work?
It does seem like it would work. It always works. Let's have a look.
The moonshine seems lovely as well.
Yeah, the moonshine seems fantastic. Yeah.
Especially if you need a...
What do you need this time? If you need to euthanize a cow, if you want to make corned beef, just how you actually make corned beef is you feed moonshine to a cow.
The thing is, the corned beef thing, it makes me look I'm not well read now.
Yeah,
Well read.
yeah. Before that, I was like, this guy probably reads Tolstoy.
Do you know what I mean?
This guy that thought the sticks that climbers use were to get an arm workout.
yeah, yeah. This regular Stephen
I'm
Fry
standing
over
by
here.
that. I'm standing by that.
Yeah, yeah.
The corn beef, whatever, but the sticky thing, that's on. That is. I'm fucking. That's.
Right.
But I've used them. They help with walking. They don't help with your arms.
So having your. All right. Okay. But having your arms up there is better than having them down here.
It probably
Especially
does
when
it
you fall
exercise
over.
them a bit, like a
Yeah,
little bit, but it's,
That's not
what
that's
they
not the
used to-
main effort for it. That's not the main reason to do it.
Yeah, it's to walk further.
You haven't walked like me, or
That is true.
you haven't,
That is true. I have not walked like you.
The mountains I've been to. He went by the hills I done.
I mean, you've been to
Snowden?
Snowden on a
Yeah,
train.
I've got on a train before.
But I know about Ben Nevis.
Yeah, I've not climbed Ben Nevis, to be fair.
I've climbed Ben Nevis.
So how does Cunt of the Week work? Talk us through it again.
Sorry.
We're going to tell you 3 stories that have been sent in by our listeners and viewers, and then we're going to decide who is the cunt of the week in one of the stories. So first one is called Pot Washer. I worked in the restaurant of a lower-end chain hotel, which typically hires younger people such as myself, 18 years of age. It is seen as more of a job between jobs by most people working there. Most people, apart from a pot wash who has been there 25 years.
That man definitely has an intellectual disability.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%.
Sandro,
Oh,
if
we've
you-
got him on.
Yeah, Sandro, if you weren't funny, this would be your life.
Well, you don't wash pots, or do they?
Yeah.
If you're in a restaurant, they constantly got fucking food, and I'm going to wash a fucking pot, do you?
What?
What?
They.
If you work in a 24-hour restaurant like he works in, if there's constantly cooking stuff, you've got no time to wash it, have you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
that's
have
what.
someone who does that.
That's his job. He's the pot wash. That's his whole
What's
job.
he
is
washing, or if there's
the
nothing
pots.
there?
Dirty plates.
Because they come back once they've given the food.
He's a plate.
I can't.
The plates come back.
He's a plate washer then. He's not a pot washer.
Yeah, but it's just like
Oh, that's
colloquial.
the job. That's
They
the
call-
job title.
They call the crockery pots. They just call it that, and they wash.
What? Why have you? What about washing machines then?
Yeah, they
Not
have
washing,
those,
what are they
but
called?
someone needs to load them and unstack them. That's
Oh,
the pot wash.
that's all right. That's all right.
But you've also, it's a hard job being a pot wash. I've done it.
Because some things that they cook with, they do need to physically wash them.
Yeah, yeah. It's a really hard job actually, and you get paid fuck all and get shouted at by chefs.
How do you train for that? Then?
You don't train. It's a very, it's a very low skill job, to be honest with you. Literally anyone can do it.
It's
You just
not.
wash
It's not
stuff.
because you got to stack things, isn't you? Is it Jenga?
Oh, yeah, you probably need to go to uni then.
To be honest, I take it back. This position is actually ambitious for Sandro if he wasn't funny.
No, but you got to start. I'm trying to think now how they work now.
Mate,
I-
What plates work?
No,
I'll be
I-
honest, mate.
You've got 96 chairs. What are you doing with them?
I've seen people do these.
This honestly
things.
wasn't the hardest bit of the job. The stacking wasn't the difficult bit.
Oh, how do they put them in there? So what they do? If I
You're
go
the
rinse
only
them off.
person. You're the only
You
person
rinse
I
them off.
know. You're the only person I know that's looked at the job of pot washer and gone, "How the hell do people do?"
No, but it's not because if you think of it, I've seen these things work. I am going myself, but like you open the door and you got to like put them. Because sometimes if you put the plate the other way, it's not. They fucking complicated sometimes.
I'll be honest, the one I use is pretty simple.
On an industrial level, you think like you're not having a fucking corned beef pie and putting it in.
Yeah.
You got like fucking big pots, small pots.
There are all sizes
What are they
of pots.
called?
Bowls. Sometimes got spoons.
Spoons. What do they call the plates of the walls? They're bowls.
That's a bowl, yeah.
Bowl, big bowls.
Plates with walls.
Yeah, it's like you got all this shit you got to stack. I don't know. It is what it is, but like,
Do you know what? I take it back. You'd be the worst pot washer in the world. How long till you finish washing the casserole dish? Oh, do you mean the plate with a wall?
and what you forget, especially in a lot of places, I've seen a lot of people leave food.
Right, yeah.
So you've
got that's part of your job. You got to scrape it off first, yeah.
Not so much that you have first choice in the dips.
But what they have,
don't know if there's a little bit of steak. Like I don't have a steak much, I can't afford it. But if there's a little bit of steak, on, I'm having it.
what they have as well is they have like it's basically like a garden hose, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
kitchen thing, and it's very high powered water, so it's and you come through. It's dead quick, and also as well because the movement of plates and things like that is so much in restaurants because obviously they use a lot of it 'cause it's a restaurant. You will never have to think about stacking too much because people are always coming along to take it.
Yeah, you just fill it and then it's done. You don't need
If
to
I did that
overstack.
job as well, I think if I wore your defenders, would I look autistic? Because
You
the
would
sound
look
of
autistic, yeah.
the sound of plates constantly that's
That is a challenge with the job, but you also need to have your ears open because you will be shouted at by chefs.
As a man who can't see, I would say don't get rid of any more senses.
He's got a peg on his nose.
You've even got workable feet.
thing
Big
is,
mittens on so we can't touch anything.
thing is, once you master that job, I suppose.
I think in 25 years he will have done.
I think in about 2 hours.
Yeah,
If you master that job, you know what you're gonna do every day, don't you? So
Yeah, that's kinda why
it's
it's
good.
boring.
Like I know I got fucking 4 bowls or whatever they call it, and 4 plates and
You're doing a few more than 4, to be
Yeah.
honest with
Are
you.
you?
Yeah.
In a restaurant?
Yeah.
but restaurants are tables of 4.
Give me them more tables.
Yeah, there's loads of tables.
You said this
You're not
was.
just doing them a table at a time.
You said it was quiet though, didn't you?
Not every table has its own pot washer.
Oh,
Imagine the overheads.
Tip your pot washer.
Oh, God.
do you understand what I mean? No.
No.
Oh, well, I don't know. It's fucking.
There's hundreds of bowls.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
loads
you
of them.
got to do all of.
Yeah, you do the whole restaurant.
Oh, you don't,
yeah.
you don't get given a table. No, you don't, because my waiters, my mates be a waiter. You get given certain tables to look
Sure,
after.
but pot washer's got to do all of them.
So you don't get like.
You're just getting all the pots. It's your job to wash pots. So you get all the pots to
I
wash.
was thinking if there's 4 pot washers and there's
You just get whatever pots
16
there are.
tables, but then
That is a wild distribution.
2
of
of
them.
your tables are not occupied. You only got 2 tables to
Think
do
of
it.
it
No,
this
no,
way.
you're just
Think of
washing
it-
everything.
Think of it this way, right? We all use the same set of toilets at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the same with the pot washer. We all just use
Yeah,
the same
there's
one.
rarely more than one of them.
I
It's-
don't know, because I seen an industrial kitchen before. It had 6 sinks.
Right, yeah.
So that's going to have
But that's
6
also you
people
can
to
wash
fill up.
ingredients, like sous chefs will use that.
Wash
You
your
say,
hands,
say they
yeah.
use 2, 1 for hands, 1 for
Yeah.
ingredients. They got 4 left over.
Allergies
Yeah, but one of
and
them will be
shit.
for fruit and veg, one of them will be for meat,
Yeah,
one of them will be
allergies
for
and
poultry.
shit
They
and-
separate stuff out.
They might have more than one pot washer in really big restaurants.
Totally, but most normal places you're
Have
getting
one.
one,
Yeah,
So
if any.
what do you? So the.
I really didn't think this would be the
I
hard bit of
know-
this.
But we're sentence 1.
I
But I
just-
always
we
always
just
think
talked
as
about the
well,
logistics of pot washing.
I've worked places, right? So
I don't believe you have.
this can be a problem because if he fucks off now, so
Yeah.
there's 1 pot washer,
Right.
and he goes.
Yeah, on shifts. I
Who's
think
gonna-
they have one at a time.
Yeah, but say there's only 1, right?
Yeah.
And he dies or something. Who
Yeah.
trains the next
You
generation
don't
of
need to
pot
train
washer?
them.
Who trains the next
honestly,
pot washer?
I'll be honest, I've done this job.
I don't
What they
know.
do is go, wash all those pots, and they expect you to work it out.
No, Sandro's making a very good point. It's like, bushcraft skills are lost to each generation.
Yeah.
It's an oral tradition, pot washing, isn't it?
I have grown quite fond of you over the last hour and 10 minutes, Sandro. But what I will say is, speaking to you makes me feel like the careers advisor at a job centre. Do you know what I mean? Just
yeah.
like, that's not how it.
I feel like a teaching assistant. Like I've got to sit next to you and stop crayons going up your nose.
But yeah, you know, So go back to this. Sorry.
Right, yeah. Let's crack on. Let's crack on.
Sorry.
So this guy's been there for 25 years. As
Pot washing.
Look at the next question. Look at
Yeah.
the next sentence.
The man in question has a quite obvious mental disability.
It's called it.
Is barely able to do his job of cleaning plates, leaving them dirty as fuck.
That is bad. You've got to clean them.
However, he is kept on due to his pure availability.
Yeah.
My fellow colleagues and I don't mind him as he's a good laugh, such as randomly showing us his favourite porn videos mid-shift and recommending brothels in Blackpool. One day he decides to follow the 116-year-old girl throughout the kitchen and repeatedly keeps pushing a trolley into her arse. I shouted, "Leave her alone, you pedo," in response, which led to him reporting me to HR for calling him such and ultimately got me sacked. Am I cunt of the week for shouting abuse at a mentally disabled man who didn't know any better, or is he for grassing me up?
I think the problem was he was being a bit of a pedo. So that's the thing he's ignoring there, isn't it?
They didn't mention you got to fucking do trolleys as well.
So,
What trolley you got?
It's just a different for like moving pots about and that. I think probably.
Yeah, they put the pots on it, put the dirty ones on
Yeah,
there. He'll
move
move
them
them
over
to
to
the sink.
wherever they need. Yeah.
Fuck, the job's getting more complicated every day. They got fucking.
They've got trolleys. They've
to
got
be
all
honest,
sorts going on.
do you know what? It's nice to know that there's somebody here who's been doing the same job for 25 years, is absolutely dreadful at it, and yet still gets work because they're always available.
Yeah,
Thank God that doesn't happen in comedy.
He's saying that because it does.
Yeah, it does happen,
it does.
yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, the amount of I'm not gonna name any names, but the amount of comedians that are fucking wank, but are just their diaries are always full just because they're available and they're able to do it to a basic level is unbelievable. Yeah, you're pointing at me, but
And if you drive,
we know I'm class. I mean, like, I'm talking like, you know, the
You're not
ones
allowed near a class because you're a pedo.
Are you a pot washer? Then? have you ever washed pots? Or?
No.
You said you
I
done
have.
it.
Yeah.
Is it so? What's it? I've got an idea for this restaurant that you can send them back.
Right.
Make shelves by the sink.
Yeah, they
You
probably
probably
usually
are
have
shelves.
that. They usually have that.
You're
Yeah.
going to use a trolley then?
But you got to collect them from like the dining room. So you get someone goes out with a trolley into the dining
don't.
room and collects all the
Well,
pots. And
They,
What,
they,
brings
ca-
them
they
back.
carry them like that.
Well,
That's when they're taking them out.
Well,
they
what
go
a
back
lot
on the
of,
trolley.
what
It's
a lot-
quicker.
What a lot of modern restaurants have nowadays, don't they? Is they have you ever been to like those sushi restaurants with the conveyor belt that goes round with the sushi? They have that, but with the pots.
Oh,
So,
I've seen
so they
this
wash it and then they stick it on the little travelator. and it
Sometimes
just
they have a
goes
little
round.
model train.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
around the kitchen.
So if they want to dry them, they can put on faster.
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah,
they have a
yeah.
little dwarf.
Do
Yeah,
they
they
do
can have
that?
drones.
Little
Put
dwarf
plates
sat on the
drones.
drone.
Do you know what I mean? Is that
carrying
what they
about.
work?
You know, like yeah. I think that was a solid.
So
plan.
basically he shouted at someone for touching a girl's ass.
Yeah, with a trolley. But I also think you shouldn't follow 16-year-olds around and bang them with anything.
Well, it depends what noise he's making. Was he going broom, 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 broom? Because if he's doing that, it's
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're going,
yeah. You know,
it's
that's
bad, different. Yeah.
And the thing
if he's
is-
going, show us your rat.
And then again, how do they know that? How do they know he's telling the truth? The guy who grassed him, like he say, well, I
Yeah.
didn't say.
Well,
it.
he's been there 25 years. They love him. And I bet he's gone in and gone, he called me a pedo.
You
And
can't,
I've gone,
in,
who
court,
said that to you?
in court, that wouldn't stand up. Up.
Yeah. I don't think it's a court of law that got him fired from this
Okay.
restaurant.
Well,
Just maybe a little bit cutting, but not massively
Yeah.
cutting.
so
Okay, next story. We've got office porn. Recently at work, I happened to spot someone I work with watching a porno in one of our meeting pods.
Sound.
These pods are two seats facing each other with a table between them. As far as I know, he's completely unaware that he's been noticed, so this may still be happening. He was not wanking that I noticed.
That's the weirdest thing. Watching porn
Yeah.
without having a wank is insane
Yeah,
behaviour.
it's-
It's
why would you?
insanity.
Yeah, just catching up.
Yeah, like, what, that's entertainment for you, is it? Are you in it for the plot?
Or
Like,
may-
what the fuck? That's so much creepier than knocking one out.
Yeah.
Or maybe you pre-do him before you go to the toilet, like you get a break
Right, so why don't you just take your phone to the toilet?
because it's all timed, isn't it?
Right, so you need to be quick. You need to get
So-
horned
yeah,
up.
so you get horned up first,
Right.
then,
But then you got
if
to
you're-
walk to the toilet with a boner.
or if you're a pot washer, you put a bowl over it.
All right.
Yeah,
Or
one
a
of the
trolley.
plates. A wall's plate. Yeah.
Or a then I think that'd be a problem for someone with gout, like I know, because you take
Sure.
you half out to walk the toilet.
You got to waddle over.
Yeah.
Someone needs some sticks for their arms.
Yeah, that's
Right.
in an office. Is there women there, or is it?
I assume so. if
Yeah,
it's an
they're allowed
office.
in offices nowadays.
He's in his late 50s.
Hang on, we've not got to that bit
Oh,
yet.
sorry. Shit, sorry, mate.
He was not wanking that I noticed, but more watching it like you'd watch a show on Netflix. Both hands on his phone, noise-cancelling headphones on, while this lady went digging for gold with her legs akimbo. He's in his late 50s or early 60s, and he's gearing up for retirement, so I haven't reported this to anyone senior.
That sound.
Am I a cunt for observing his watching habits and not reporting this, or is he a cunt for watching a lady squirt in the office? What would you have done in this situation?
I think blackmail is the one here.
But not nasty blackmail, just get me food every day.
Yeah, exactly.
If they do him first, or they're watching it, and then say, listen, that's how I got on you. I could end your pension, your job, or you get me mealed every day. You got a fucking year left.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
a meal deal a day.
I think I'd just not be a grass. Jobs are boring. He's trying to pass the
You're
time.
not grassing him up, are you?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
blackmail him, it's different.
Yeah, I think I'd just be sound about it.
But then again, with watching porn, they should do it down with us, right? On a Sunday morning, the Workman's Club, they should do the porn. It doesn't happen anymore, but they used to do like upstairs, like about the old times, like 11, between 11 and 1, the pub was open. They do porn upstairs, and it'd be full of people watching it. Like,
I bet.
he's
Yeah.
from that generation.
Who wants porn at 11 a.m. though?
On a Sunday.
On a
But
Sunday, it's
what I mean is
bizarre, hungover.
that generation, like, I think with porn, we think of it as just a quick, like, you know.
Yeah, it's more of an event.
Back then, you'd save up, you'd buy that.
You'd
tape
dress
and-
up, wouldn't you? You'd make a night of it.
I know, but even in the house, like, you know, you had that porn
Like
tape.
black people going to church.
You'd
Put
have
on
the
the
porn,
best
would
hat.
you? You'd have a tape. of
Oh,
porn.
happy days.
So then it was an event. You have that tape, and you pay that money for that tape. You'd watch the whole thing, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Still
Yeah,
in
I
my
wore
head.
some tapes out, mate. Yeah.
It's still in my head as well.
It's
that
funny.
image.
It's funny.
Okay, I don't think this guy's.
I
that
don't think
much-
there's really a cunt involved here
He
because,
sounds-
like, the guy himself was just bored at work trying to get through it. Look, maybe warn him that he's not being discreet enough. You've been sound by not reporting him. Don't be a grass. This isn't worth grassing for.
What's the last one?
Yeah.
Maybe
Right.
blackmail might be the option for you, but
If you want to do some blackmail, you've got an
That's fine.
I
opportunity.
think I
This-
always do blackmail every opportunity.
Yeah.
but nice blackmail.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, I definitely wouldn't be making the brews in the office for a while. You know.
okay.
I live with my girlfriend and 2-year-old son, and we all sleep in the same bed.
Nonce.
Oh, that's therapy growing up, innit?
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got to sleep in the bed at first, but that's meant to be for like a couple of months.
A lot of
Yeah.
people do that though, don't they?
Yeah.
Not 2 years old.
Yeah, I think it's time to fuck off.
Yeah.
How many
Daddy
beds?
wants
Have
to touch mummy.
How many beds have he got though? That's a problem. If he lives in a 1-bed flat,
Yeah,
I reckon that
Stop
is-
being poor then.
I reckon that is probably it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't reckon he lives in a 4-bed house. They're just all
Yeah,
like,
but like
together.
mattress on the floor by the time they're two. You can
chest
pop,
a drawer,
you know.
open a drawer up,
Yeah.
put a towel in there.
Open a drawer, put a towel in there. The Shannon Matthews way of sleeping.
Thing is, you put someone in a drawer as well.
Yeah.
The good thing is they can't die. 'Cause if you put them in a drawer and you put them in like properly, they can't get up or move side to side,
Yeah.
and you close it.
Yeah. What if they suffocate?
You can't withdraw.
Or what if once they're in
they would
what if they're once they're inside the
You
drawer?
say you can't with drawers because they're made of wood.
Yeah.
air gaps?
There's gaps.
Gaps.
What if once they're inside the drawer they have a heroin overdose?
Yeah, that would work. Or then you haven't got to have a drawer. I don't know. You could have like just a box.
Hey,
like-
but let's assume they've got to do it and let's not judge these poor scum. You
Yeah,
know,
they
like,
all sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
As a result, I can't really watch anything on my phone whilst they're asleep for fear of waking him up. So, in an effort to nourish my mind and engage my brain more, I've started reading at night. But the light is too bright, apparently, so I've got a cunning plan. I've bought a head torch.
Just to stop you there, you don't need a head torch. You can literally get a tiny little light that attaches to the back of your book, and it just illuminates and lights the book.
Yeah, I probably can't afford this. So.
Who reads?
It's
who
about
reads
£4.
Yeah, you probably can't afford it.
But
It's
he can
got-
afford a head torch like he's a fucking
Yeah.
miner.
Yeah, you know, uses it for work.
Yeah,
Why,
maybe
why
we
do
can
you get
imagine,
the books to read themselves then?
Yeah.
What are they called now?
Audiobooks.
Yeah, put the headphones in.
That is also a good
Or
shout.
a Kindle.
Or just read in a different room.
Yeah.
Why
Until
don't
you've
you
got
bed
another
later?
room.
It's not like you all have to go to bed at the
Don't-
same
there
time.
must be somewhere where you shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the corner.
Yeah. Off to the shitting corner to have a read.
It's the corner of the bed. It's his house.
A
is just
studio
one bed.
flat. It's a studio flat.
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, this is Charlie Bucket. This is
Right, come on. He's bought a.
He's bought a head torch. Now, it's comfy enough. You forget you're wearing it after a while. But
I hope this is going somewhere.
I can't remember. I just remember thinking it was funny that it's not in the same bed. Now, it's comfy enough. You forget you're wearing it after a while. But recently, my partner woke up and turned round, saw me wearing it, and was startled. She made a disgusting sound and said it had given her the ick. and she couldn't look at me in the same way anymore.
I don't think that you can get the ick once you've had a kid with someone.
Yeah, this is fucking too.
The ick is something that you get after 2 months of
Yeah,
dating.
because like
or-
if you're getting the ick 'cause he's wearing a head torch, be like, what about your saggy tits and your stretch marks? I've been overlooking them.
Yeah, what about the fact that we've got a baby in the bed?
Yeah.
What-
What the fuck are you on about? You can't be icked out about the parent of your child. Grow the fuck up.
The ick is supposed to be, if I'm right in my fucking Gen Z slang, it's supposed to be like something where when you're getting to know a person,
Yeah.
they reveal a facet of their personality that
Yeah.
makes you go, ugh, I
If
don't
a head
like that.
torch is enough to do that, you should have had a fucking kid with him, you
Thing is,
stupid
I'll just
twat.
if it's the head torch, like the light of it, just take the batteries out of it.
That will stop it. That'll stop the head
stop it,
torch.
yeah.
Cut
That's
the
all
band.
that's done.
But yeah, like what's the fucking problem as well? What's he wanting to do?
She
His
couldn't
life's
look-
already ruined. Let him read a book.
My immediate reflex reaction was I laughed so loud I woke my son up, who started wailing and crying as startled kids do. Freddie should know.
Because he's a pedo.
Don't know whether it was the audacity to belittle my attempt at finding a solution to the problem she keeps giving me, or her trying to use a random Americanism to define our whole relationship, but I found it hilarious. Am I the cunt of the week for wearing a head torch, giving her the ick and waking our son up, or is she the cunt of the week for moaning and inventing problems that aren't there and generally being a moody, droopy cow?
Second one.
Yeah,
Second one.
I think you need to respond tomorrow. 2 head torches.
I'm done with all
The
these.
day after that, 4, because then you show you're doubling it.
Put one on the baby.
A spotlight then from the
Yeah.
Siren.
Yeah.
Thing is with it, I'm sick of these fucking terms.
It's my reading siren. Nino. I'm trying to read.
Traffic light.
Like these, this is the ick.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
another one now is they use it is trauma dumping. I'm sick of all these
yeah.
fucking stupid.
On
They fucking
TikTok language. innit?
Yeah. Or like gaslighting. It's
Yeah.
like maybe you're just stupid and wrong.
yeah. It's
You ever
just
thought about that?
fucking hell.
Sometimes it's
so
not
many fucking
mansplaining.
terms.
Sometimes you just don't know things.
I don't know many things. I know some things, but not loads of things.
Do
Really?
surprise
You,
me.
Yeah,
you strike
yeah.
me as a man that knows a lot.
I
do
also
know
think
quite a
you
lot.
think you know more things than you do.
I know things until I get called out.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
thought you know how
things.
to make corned beef.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. I don't use all that fucking. That
You
shit.
don't know how to buy an appropriate amount of chairs.
You can't work
Yeah.
out pot washes.
Don't start about that now.
Knowing everything I know about you now,
Yeah.
Sandro, it's mental that anyone trusted you to buy 4 chairs. It is mental that anyone gave you that job.
I'm not confident that anything that you think you know is correct.
Yeah, you are right. Thing is, though, if you don't read about it, it's true, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
That
why
is
not?
true.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely this moody woman, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Definitely. Get some moonshine, cheer her the fuck up.
Right,
Too late for the abortion, though.
so that's what we're going for. So we had pot
Yeah,
washer, office porn guy,
Yeah.
and headlight woman.
Icked out woman, get some moonshine. She can cheer the fuck up by having some lovely moonshine. I think that's
Okay.
lovely for everyone.
Right,
If
so-
you've got a miserable woman in your life, give her moonshine from O'Donnell's Moonshine for miserable bitches.
How many of these you get a week then? Do you get many?
Well, we
get a lot.
3 a week is
Oh,
how many
3,
we read
you
out.
pick
we
Yeah,
read
do
3 a week, but we
Yeah.
get a lot.
Oh, okay.
You can send them in as a voice note now, can't you? I can't remember what the phone number is, though. Okay.
So what we want to do, in order to really lighten up the podcast and make things even more interesting and fun, is we want to get voice notes from you. So you can send us a voice note with your problems, with questions, with advice that you need, whatever you want, and we'll listen to them, and then we can play them out on the podcast. Then
yeah,
it'd be quite
that'd be nice.
cool.
I think it'd be nice if people read them
Yeah,
out.
nice little thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
absolutely no other podcast is doing.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah,
if
yeah,
you want
yeah.
to
Nice
send
and
us a
original.
voice note on WhatsApp, you can do so
Yeah, I
with the
bet you
following
can.
number that will be coming up in a minute. But
You
before
can
we get
also
that-
also send it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Send it on
Send the
Instagram.
Dead Men Instagram.
Now
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
a good time for us to plug some things. while
Yeah,
you're
like
looking.
the phone number, which is 07544 466 428. 07544 466 428. Now, you can also send videos to that. Please, none of them illegal, so no one seriously harming genitals. That's one of the things we're not allowed to show. That's
No
the phone.
death, no animals, no kids, or racism.
Sandro, what do you want to plug?
We are going on podcast tour.
Yeah, the Problematic Pub podcast.
Yeah, we're going on tour all over the world. It's mainly Wales. We go into I got to think of where we're going now. Merthyr, Treorchy, Neath, Port Talbot, Swansea, Cardiff, Hereford. That's in England. Some other places.
All the big ones.
Yeah, all the big towns.
Yeah.
That's on sale today. It'll be on sale by the time this comes out probably.
You're running a festival as well, aren't you?
We've got a comedy festival happening as well. At
Nice
Bank
one.
Holiday August.
Where are you getting the chairs?
Actually, I can use them for that.
Have you only just twigged? Have you
Fuck
only just
off.
twigged? I thought that's why you were buying them.
No. I didn't think that far ahead. Well, that's fucking sorted. Anyway, we had the Comedy Fest. We got that. That's happening at August bank holiday. Also, we got a full-time comedy. What's wrong with him now? We got a full-time comedy club as well.
You bought a van before you thought, is there something else I could do with these chairs?
Well, there is now. Well, that's sorted, man.
Oh, God.
I'm glad I come up here now. I'll text Simon now when I get back. Yeah, so we got the comedy festival. We got a full-time comedy club in Swansea.
Nice one, man.
Purpose-built, pub club.
It looks great, that, by the way. It
Yeah,
looks,
well
it looks like
done,
a really
man.
cool thing
It's
to
cool
do.
to see.
It's all good, so that's it. Really.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man. Like, genuine pleasure
been a
having you.
pleasure,
And like, get on our Patreon if you enjoy this. There's extra episodes every week and shitloads of specials, including our makeover special coming out soon. It's £3 a month, and you can have a free trial. So get on it now. Don't sign up for a free membership; those are nothing.
I have something to plug as well. I'm doing a roast show in Leeds. We're doing a thing called This Is Your Roast. We're roasting celebrities and influencers. We've got Simple Simon and Luke Bennett, and we have got Tony Carroll, Bemi Oladipo, Kate Barron, and Ricky Belshaw as well. And somebody else who I think I've forgotten, but whatever.
Yeah, come see me on tour. I'm all over the place.
RobComedy.com.
RobComedy.com.
If you want to get the a thing, just find on Instagram at This Is Your Roast and get tickets. It's 22nd of June in Leeds Clee.
Yeah, and I'm everywhere. So get that. And we've got some live dates coming up as well. Those are on the website. And also Dead Meat tickets, our festival, which will be better than theirs.
Oh, and get on Patreon as
Yeah,
well.
we haven't got any chairs, though.
Well,
so I've already done Patreon.
I could sort chairs out through.
Yeah, thanks, mate. We'll be hitting you up. But yeah, what an absolute pleasure it's been, mate. Great having
Class,
you.
thank you.
This has been a lot of fun. Go fuck yourself.
Talk.